Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the Thursday morning stream. All right, let's get it all set up. We got to choose a new lightning break. We're going to say choosing a new lightning break. Let's see, Pokemon cards live. Let's hit save on that. All right, good enough. Let's jump over here. We're going live for Thursday morning. All right, what's up, guys? How's it going? Let's go ahead and grab all these. Let's see. I've been invited to QuickBooks. What the hell? All right. Hi, Mr. Hey, what's up, Rigo Rockstar? How's it going, man? What's up, guys? Welcome. So, let's see. Let's grab this and head over here. And we're going to close this. All right, let's pin the website. Just got PSA 10 Hakama Fighter Pikachu for my Japanese exclusive promo collection. Sweet. All right, that's pinned. Good. Now, let's see. Items received at the PSA vault. Oh, you don't say. Pocket Monsters Porygon. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. This guy's complaining that he didn't receive his bulk box of Pokemon cards, but I looked up the tracking and it arrived. What am I supposed to do about it? I think he just wants me to like send out another one or something. I always wonder if that's like legit or if it's like somebody looking for free cards. All right, let's jump over here. Now let's open up the web browser. All right, we'll jump here. Just got already read that one. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Thursday guys? You guys are the Thursday guys, because that's today. We're going to go ahead and pause this. Pause. Did that work? Yes. Hey, what's up, Alex? All right, Alex, you should go ping the Discord for me. Let's see. GameStop Gengar promo with 3 swirls sold for $300. Bruh. Let's see. Just got PSA 10 Hakama Firefighter Pikachu. J-Dog says it was a free card. That's pretty good, actually. Damn. A free card turns into $300. That's nuts. All right, so let's see. Just got back from a talk with the fertility doctor. That's what we were doing today. And so we agreed that we're going to do another transfer. He offered a couple other options too. Man, it's crazy how there's so much stuff they can do, but they wanted to like they wanted to do some tricks that they thought might help if it's endometriosis that caused the first embryo to not implant. But we're just going to go the simple route and just do a second transfer. We're not going to do anything extreme yet. But yeah, they had some, the doctor was like, we could try this. Sometimes I wonder if the doctor just likes to try stuff. So yesterday, the Cubone went off. The Cubone is done. Let's go ahead and pick out a new lightning break. What do we got for the lightning break? Ooh, oh. None of those are lightning breaks. This could be a lightning break. Staff Mimikyu. Actually, that's kind of a cool one. That's kind of a nice card, too. A little Tyranitar. I like Tyranitar, I'm not going to lie. Kind of a big Tyranitar fan. Here's Charizard, Gengi, Charizard. So these used to be lightning breaks, but not anymore. They're all too, this one needs to be repriced. So we found a last sold on this one for like $200, but I don't think anyone's going to buy it for $200 because it just seems too high. I'll put that back there. We're going to reprice that one to like $65 or something. Oh, ooh, the Magikarp, he's kind of cool. All right, let's see. What do we got? None of these are good lightning breaks anymore because it's just gotten too expensive over time. Gengar, he's cool. Those aren't lightning breaks for sure. This Sylveon, maybe? Technically, it's a lightning break. Let me drill Nami. Yeah? You know what you could do, Mr. Joseph? You could send $40 in for a spot on the Nami break, and it can say drill it. So if it actually is pulled, you drill the card. Ooh, looks like we had one set up in the past. Look at that. Leafeon, 1 in 5. I think that could make a good break right there. There we go. We might not even look the price up on that one. We might just leave it alone. Let's see. There we go. That one's all ready to go. It's got a price tag on it and everything. What do you guys think? Terastal Festival Leafeon. Wow, great artwork. All right, so that could be it. There we go. So we got some serious Pokemon breaks going here. Leafeon, Charizard, and Tyranitar. That was easy. I love that it was already set up. Hey, what's up, Mr. Whipple? Someone reported me in the Discord chat for our news discussion flagged as hate speech. Some softy-ass people in there, I guess, says Mr. Whipple. Mr. Whipple, I wasn't going to mention it, but I also got a notification from Discord about this, and so I noticed that as well. Yeah, I guess I have some thoughts about that. I don't know what to do. Here's Leafeon and Tyranitar and Charizard. As far as I could tell, there was only one person in that chat that I didn't recognize, because there's been a lot of people in that chat for a long time. So I find that interesting that you were reported for that, because I don't even remember you saying much. That's right. We have wild times in our news channel, everybody. I'm offended with your comment, Whipple. Yeah, I'm very offended. All right, so let's see. It is Thursday. We like Thursdays. Thursdays tend to be a little bit busy. Of course, the whole week's been kind of busy for us, so I don't know how busy today could be. Let's see. Let's grab this. I want this side back up here. So we were trying, remember, we were trying to do like a $200 break on him. That was based off of a last sold on the Psyduck. He really had a last sold of 200. Let's go look him up now. All right, let's see. Psyduck. What is it? Mega Dream? All right. Mega Dream. So the cheapest one is $200. Let me check sold. I just don't think he's going to sell for 200. All right, so one sold in January for 70, right? And then, oops, what the hell? eBay's terrible, man. Hate speech could be anything if it offends somebody. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. You can say something that's correct, you know, like it's factual, like it's real. There's actual facts that prove that it's true, like data on how people vote or something like that. And somebody can still be very offended by this reality. And so you're not allowed to talk about it because it's politically incorrect. It kind of makes me wonder, you know, we rely an awful lot on Discord for functions for, you know, kind of like slab away. You know, I actually just backed up slab away. That's what I do. I back it up into email. So that's how I protect our slab away information, is I do a regular backup in the email. But, you know, it would be interesting to have a Discord clone, probably a service that's sort of like decentralized or maybe like free speech. You know what I'm talking about? Like they do the same thing for like YouTube as well. Because when you really think about it, maybe there are some actual like structural risks to over relying on Discord to do so much for us. Oh, let's see. I didn't get the cards. They say delivered, but I didn't get them. Some guy on eBay is trying to scam me, I'm pretty sure. Tracking number says delivered, but of course he says it's not delivered. He's like, no, actually you have to send more. All right, well, anyways, we mentioned that too. So there's one on eBay for 200. We know that this card sold for 200. I don't think 200 is going to be the right price for him, though. But I think he's a very nice card, and I think we'll just put him at 75. That makes ours like $125 cheaper than the one on eBay, okay? It's a love ball, too. So there's different ball types. Psyduck Love Ball, $75. Very reasonable, in my opinion. Thoughts on the 2002 LC reverse hollows and 9s and 10s right now and maybe 5 years from now? You're talking about Legendary Collection? It's one of the best sets. Everybody knows that. It's a great set. You can't buy it because it's too expensive. So, I mean, you could collect 9s, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. Doesn't matter. But also, they're already pretty expensive. So, you know, they're appropriately priced. I'm offended I didn't win the Cubone. Hey, mister, use my store credit for a spot in the Leafeon. You got it, man. Actually, before we officially begin the Leafeon, I was a little bit lazy there. Let me just go double check the price on Leafeon. I don't think it's probably changed, but I might as well check before we officially begin. Mister, don't you add signature confirmation when you sell on eBay? Not for dopey bulk boxes. I sold a bulk box, and he's saying it didn't arrive, but then the tracking number says it did arrive. So it's like, you know, I think people mess around with that kind of stuff because they're hoping to get another one. But also maybe what is going on? eBay's like broken, dude. Dude, eBay's breaking. All right, let's try that again. That's Korean. Ah, okay. So here's Japanese. Dude, eBay's breaking for me. What the hell? I'm gonna have to use my phone. Okay, yeah, perfect. This is the perfect price. Gavin Stewart, let's get you in there. Here you go, Gavin. There we go. Probably need to reset my computer or something. I leave it running for like months and then I wonder why it's not working or something. We can use the phone though. Anyways, yeah, so I have to challenge that guy on eBay because he's actually asking eBay for a refund. So he's claiming he didn't receive it and that he wants his money back, but I'm betting he did receive it. I pack those boxes very well. Like I use fiber tape. That's a special kind of tape that can't tear to make sure the boxes can't split. And the item says delivered. So there is a chance maybe it got delivered to like his neighbor. And there is a chance it got like porch pirated off of his, I guess, front porch if it got left there. Most likely though, because the box doesn't say Pokemon on it or anything like that. Most likely it was just he didn't like the box or something and said, I'll just claim it didn't arrive. That's why that's my suspicion, because that's how people are. People are that crazy. There's so much scumbaggery when it comes to Pokemon cards. It's almost like you just assume it at this point. Scamming over a bulk box is crazy work. Let's finish that EP Tyranitar. Mister, you didn't send me my shiny Tyranitar. Oh, let me get you another one. If it says delivered, eBay will side with you. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. I do feel bad for him, though, if it truly was misdelivered or stolen. But I have no way of knowing that. All I know from my side is that it says delivered. And I don't know that guy. Like, he's not an old friend of mine. Like, if you're an old friend of mine, I'll be like, all right, this probably maybe happened. But you're just some random guy on the internet. I have no clue. All right, but I know porch piracy is a thing. It actually happened to me before, believe it or not. I purchased a Gyarados when the package came. There was nothing in it. Eventually, I got refunded, but it was a crazy hassle. Grateful though. I would rather have the card than the 500 though. Yeah, that's an empty box situation. Now, he's not claiming I sent him an empty box. He's just saying he didn't receive it, but the tracking number says delivered. So it's like, what am I going to do? All right, believe it or not, we had a very crazy day yesterday on this channel. Yesterday was bonkers, man. There was so many sales yesterday. We might have done $3,000 of sales in one stream. I didn't count it, but it was because we not only finished that Cubone, but we actually sold a lot of slabs and some slab-aways finished too. Some people were paying off their slab-aways. People love slab-away, man. Let me show you slab-away. I wish I had more cards for you guys for slab-away, but I constantly run out. Every time we have something cool, you guys put it in the slab away and then it's gone. Like this Geodude, which he got probably like 50% of its value. He got it half off because of how Pokemon cards increase in price. Look at this red Bulbasaur. Look at this nice Wailmer. Dark Electrode, Dark Porygon. Wow, what is this for only 370? Oh, Artura, you have no clue how good that is. 750, that's underpriced. This is underpriced. Venusaur. So everyone who used Slabaway has a great deal because these all went up in price. These are all way more expensive now. And it's just such a popular service. So, you know, some days are really good for me because people come in and start to pay those Slabaways off. Now, I highly recommend people do that because what we do is after 6 months, if you haven't paid it off, we pull it back. And that's what we need to be doing today. It is April 2nd. By the way, tomorrow's my is it tomorrow, April 3rd? Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. So for my birthday, I'm probably just going to hang out with you guys. But maybe on the weekend, I'll get like a birthday cake or something. I can't be asked to do it on Friday. It's too much work on Friday, man. I don't want to celebrate my birthday on Friday. All right. Let's see. Karis was like, yeah, I took the day off. Oh, wait. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So my birthday's on Friday. So if you want to celebrate my birthday, You don't have to buy me anything, but I do enjoy opening packs for you guys. So feel free to open some extra packs if you wish. Now, we're going to start taking a look at some of the repos. We now have this official lightning break. It's only 5 spots. Very easy. But we are going to go in here. Maybe we'll give people one more day. Maybe we'll do the repos on my birthday. That's kind of evil. Let's see. Slab away. Let's take a quick look. All right. Yeah, we'll wait one more day. It's March. Slabs from August are due. We'll wait one more day on this, okay? Okay. Mistress said, all I want for my birthday is business. Go to Golden Corral for your birthday? Maybe. All I want for my birthday is Wegovy. I'm getting on Wegovy 0.5 milligrams tomorrow. I'm excited for that. I want to feel the drug really stop me from eating because it hasn't done that officially. I still eat a lot, but I get headaches and I get stomach aches when I eat a lot now. So it's like I get pretty badly punished for it. All right. It is Thursday, a beautiful day of the week. I asked my Japanese supplier if there was anything interesting to buy, and he said not really. So he told me when the new Pokemon set comes out and the new One Piece set are available, not out, but available, he will tell me about getting them pre-ordered. So I'm just waiting for him to tell me any information about that. I haven't chosen any new sets to add to the menu. I don't know if there's something special you guys want on the menu, but you know, I listen to you guys. There's actually a channel in the Discord server called, what is it called? It's called Set Request or something like that, where you can tell me what you want added to the menu. But we just have tons of stuff. Probably the hottest item right now, we were opening box after box of it, is this 151 Gengar Pikachu set. You guys watched me, was it yesterday in the morning time stream? You guys watched me buy a Gengar Pikachu for $2.4 thousand, and that's now added to my inventory. I think is one of the coolest cards in the hobby. It is a Chinese exclusive. So it looks like the population on it right now is like, it's either 3,000 or 4,000, I can't remember. But actually that's a very low number because you have to remember that number has to satisfy Chinese collectors, Japanese collectors, and English collectors. The truth is that population is quite low, even though it is sort of like a modern number. And even for a modern number, it's kind of low, you know, because when a new set comes out, we see the populations rise into the tens of thousands. Or in the case of the McDonald's Pikachus, the hundreds of thousands, right? McDonald's Pikachu, 100,000 population. So for a modern card, he is pretty rare. And I really like that card. It's officially, it's not a Gengar, it's a Pikachu card, but it's a very cool Gengar Pikachu. Once it's in your system, it makes you feel fuller, and you will notice when you're hungry and not hungry easier. Mister, why don't you just developing a crippling stimulant addiction? I could take up smoking. What do you guys think? Nah, I ain't doing that. Hell no, dude. Smoking ruins your lungs, your heart, your brain, and your home gets stinky too. I don't want to ruin my home. I love having a nice, good-smelling home. I learned that with Mr. John. He was a heavy smoker, and he utterly ruined that home with the smell of smoke. We had to pay so many thousands of dollars to remove that smell of smoke. It was a lot of money. All right, we had to remove all the carpet. We had to repaint all the walls, and the smell still lingers in certain parts of the home despite all that. So, and we did a deep clean too, by the way. We paid cleaners to scrub the walls and scrub the toilets and scrub this, scrub that. All that, and it still smells a little bit, just lingers here and there. You get catch a tiny whiff of it. You go, I think a smoker used to live here. So smoking is so uncool. It's 2026. Maybe vaping. I think vaping doesn't leave a bad smell, does it? I don't know if vaping leaves a bad smell, but I don't think I'm going to get into that either. Actually, didn't they just prove that vaping causes lung cancer? I think there was a study that just came out on that. Where's he now? Mr. John hopped on back to Hawaii. I hope he does well over there. I have nothing against him. Let's see. Let me jump over here. Scyther. He's going to go ahead and jump over here. PSA 8 Classic Scyther. Classic Scyther. I guess I have to say Japanese, maybe? Give me a minute. I'm gonna read this real fast. Ugh. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Now I'm jumping back over here. So I got distracted. So this guy shall be $20. Ooh. Very nice. Smoke aside, vape is more cancerous than smoking according to science. I don't know if that's true, but I did hear that they had just posted a study talking about that. They had a study that was talking about how smoking is cancerous. Smoking, vaping is cancerous. Ooh. Very nice. I mean, it's not really a surprise, is it? It's something that's going into your lungs that was produced in a lab. It's kind of like how we're discovering everything's causing cancer, like floor cleaner causes cancer, Dawn soap causes cancer, dishwasher detergent causes cancer, even laundry detergent causes cancer. It all causes cancer. So it's like every time you introduce an unnatural chemical into your body, it's like, especially if you do it a lot, it's not supposed to be there. But cancer is an interesting and complicated disease. It's not as simple as, you know, smoke a vape, get cancer. It's not as simple as that. 001, 25th. All right. What? Why does it do that? My eBay's breaking. All right, let me do it on my phone. I'm going to do it on my phone. So we'll research the price of this Pikachu on my phone. You ready? We're going to say 25th. This is actually a really good card. 25th Pikachu. Let's see. 001. Let's try that. All right, so now there's two versions of this Pikachu. There's the standard holo version, right? But what we're actually showing you is the much more rare reverse holo version. And I'm betting he's more expensive. Let's see. Let's type in reverse. Oh, he's not bad. He's, let's see. Is that one the reverse? This one doesn't claim to be reverse on the label. Do the pictures show that it's reverse? This one isn't actually reverse. All right, so then this one, is this actually reverse? This one's not actually reverse either. So in the title, they're calling it reverse, but the card's not actually reverse. So right here, if you look here, it claims to be reverse, but when you look, it doesn't have the actual holo pattern. This one, which jumps massively to like 190-ish, this one is reverse. You can see it. So here it is. This is the reverse holo version of the card. It's a big deal because when you open, some of you guys don't remember opening 25th anniversary because it was like 6 years ago or 5 years ago. When you open these up, you do pull standard holo Pikachu full art pretty consistently, but to pull the reverse holo was a rare event. He's actually a quite rare card. Now this guy only has one feedback and he's selling it. That could be a real seller, could be a fake seller. But the next one right after that is the same price though. It's 185. So you know what I'm thinking with this? This should be a future break because I think that he is in a perfect price range for that. So this guy is really great looking. He's an amazing reverse holo Pikachu 10 from the 25th anniversary collection. And we will just prepare him ahead of time to be a future lightning break. Today's lightning break is that beautiful Leafeon, but we always have another fun lightning break. Honestly, this guy could go into the live customs too. That's also an option. Ooh, all right. Whoa. Oh, the Lego break ended too, didn't it? So should we begin our Lego break for the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur? What do you guys think? I just finished shipping out the gigantic Lego Pikachu. Should I get the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur started? It's really huge. It's a gigantic item. Here we are. All right. Rockets, Zapdos. We're going to say Zapdos 25th. Okay, Rockus Zapdos. Japanese. We want the Japanese one. Oh my god, I tried to use the computer and the computer broke again. We're just pricing up some cards and waiting on some orders to arrive. If you guys wish to order. Here we are. Let's see. It's weird. You type in Zapdos, Japanese, and the Thai language one still pops up. Check that out. There's the Thai language one. And it says not Japanese, of course. Dude, that looks so cool. Doesn't that look cool? I love this language. Thai language is super cool. Oops. What did I just do? Hold on. I love the Thai language, the way it, just literally the way it looks. Even though I know Thai language maybe is not so, as a country, it's maybe not so geopolitically important as maybe like a country like, I don't know, like Japan or China or something. It's still a cool looking language. So I am surprised at how affordable this card is. It's pretty affordable. And what I'd like to do is save it. That is going to go into the Poke Live Customs in the near future. All right. We are. Let's see. Let me jump over here. I'm grabbing this. Ugh. Wait, do we already have this open? All right, give me a second. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of these. Ooh. Here's Pachirisu. Look at that Pachirisu. Wow. So Pachirisu 10. Let's go ahead and grab a sticker for that. Okay. Let's see. Taruka. We're going to price up this Pachirisu Taruka. Taruka. And it's going to be, boom. Let's see. Let's look at it. Let's see. Did no one grade them? Looks like there isn't one available. Oh, and there goes. It's not working again. Okay, so for some reason, I can't use eBay today. Let's see. Taking a picture of that. Ah, here we are. All right, we do have some examples. But none graded by tag. Okay, I will go with $45 on this one. How does that sound? There it is, $45. Nice. Looks really good. Let me go ahead and hit refresh on this, by the way. I'll read your messages. Let's see what your messages say. Your messages are, I didn't know there was a reverse version. Have you watched Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist on YouTube? No. Let's see. Obama. Parker Card Short was fire. Oh, yeah. Mr. Mike Side might have posted that recently. This channel or his shorts channel. Good evening. It's Miss Mary. Hello, Miss Mary, who's perhaps quite contrary. All right, we do have an order in the queue, though. Ivan Rodriguez says he'll take the Scyther. Here goes, Mr. Ivan. Thanks, man. All right, today we have a really nice giveaway. It's this Lord of the Rings card over here. All right. This is going to be number 11. Ivan Rodriguez. You're going in here for placing an order. Thanks, man. You know what was interesting about yesterday's nighttime stream? It actually started really slow. Like, there wasn't much going on. And then near the end, I was like being bombarded with orders. It was crazy. I couldn't keep up with it. It was so much. I was like sweating over here. Crazy how that works. Mister, have you ever sent in a card to PSA to get graded, but that is not listed when you create a submission? Yeah, we've done that a lot, actually. So sending in a card to PSA that they've never graded before, I've done that a whole bunch because we've always dabbled in like weird stuff. And sometimes they reject it. Other times they just create a new like entry into their database for it and get it listed. All right. The Dene Taruka. Dedede, $45, just like the Pachirisu. These upside down Pokemon are so silly looking. Here's Snorlax. So we have a new lightning break. It's Leafeon. It's a fast one. It's only a 5-spot break. But also it comes with the star spot. So that is with a star spot. All right. Here's Snorlax. Snorlax. There it goes. Let's see. Looks like the cheapest Snorlax is in Japan. Okay, there's one in the US. All right. Wow, pretty pricey, actually. That's crazy, huh? Let's see, let's see. Ready to hit refresh. What's a star spot? Yeah, great question. When you host a break, usually the break is just for the card. But if you see this little star down here, it means there's actually 2 pulls in the break. One pull is Leafeon. The other pull is the star spot. The star spot means that you get shifted over to a different break. So you get pulled out of the break, and instead of maybe losing $40, you are moved over to a new break. So it's like a second chance. Actually, it'd be great if we had a symbol for second chance, wouldn't it? That'd be a cool thing. What's a symbol for a second chance? I can't think of anything. Yeah, it's the second chance star. Means you get another chance at another break. Hey, all right. So I'm jumping over here. Give me a second. All right. So now I'm going to go look at the Lego. Here, let's just check the price right over here, actually. The Lego break. Let's try it out. We've got Lego, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. All right, give me a minute here. We're going to go and filter it by cheapest. All right. Ooh, wow, they're pricey. So the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur break would be like a rare candy break. Let's go ahead and check what you can buy it for off of Walmart as well. I'm tempted to either hold that one or break it with you guys now. What do you guys think of that one? Have you seen it before? All right. Lego Blastoise Charizard. Whoa, I think it's more expensive. It's actually cheaper on eBay than it is on Walmart. And it's got one left on Walmart too. That's crazy. So the Walmart version is more expensive. Wow. Have you guys seen that one before? Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the Charizard Blastoise collection. Here it is. Oh, look at that. It's you guys have probably never seen the box. It's even larger than the Pikachu box. It's like the size of a toddler. It's absolutely gigantic. And it's I don't know how much we'd have to host the break for. We'd have to include, you know, processing fees, taxes, and a little profit margin too, I guess. That would be a really large break. I wonder if I should even host it. Should I host it or should I hold it? Did you get the Kanto badge Lego set when you ordered, the free one? I did not get the free Kanto badges, sadly. However, I went ahead and purchased one outright. So we have one available to host a break on as well. So that's an option as well. All right, so let's grab this and this. We're doing a little rotation. And one of these. Look at that Vileplume. Very nice. And let's go ahead and price up some more slabs. So I'll grab some of these. Let's see. First place Pikachu, huh? Man. We have one that graded 10. A first place Pikachu is super cool. But that one seems to have graded a 9. Here it is. But since it's first place, I think it's going to be a little more interesting to have that one. I've thought about making this the hit pull for the gym breaks. Let's say $30 on this. We'll start that. There. Hey, what's up, Cactuar Queen? How's it going, Miss Cactuar Queen? Here's Poopachu. Okay. Pikachu Taruka. And Pikachu Taruka. All right. Here we are. Here's this. Very nice. Let's see. Third place blue metal and fourth place blue metal. So I guess there's a blue metal and a red metal. That's very interesting. I don't know what to price these at. Let's see, let's see. Pikachu, he's popular. I'm jumping over here and typing in PSA 10, Pikachu. Oh, wait. We're using the laptop again. We can't be doing that. Hey, what's up, rock, scissors, papers? Mr. I have slabs and rock cards I'd like shipped. How much do I need to send? Well, you probably need to send 40, but let me ask you, how many slabs is it? Because the slabs are usually the heavier part of the shipment. Let me ask you, how many of those you got? So this shall say Pikachu, third place. Okay. Let's see. Wow, he's not terrible, actually. Yeah, he's not a terrible price. So he's going to be about 49. And then fourth place, which is just a cute little Pikachu face. Let's see. Fourth. All right. Fourth place shall be $48. All right. Look at that. Ooh. Can you use the rest of my store credit for some poker shuffles? Yes, sir. All right. Let's get you taken care of. The rest of your store credit on poker shuffles. Let me make sure that Ivan didn't order that real fast. Oh, he's buying the Pikachu first place, actually. Here you go, Ivan. Okay, just got to make sure we get you in line correctly. There we go. And Pikachu third place. Whoa, he was fast with that. Holy. That just hit the table and it was sold. All right. Now, I know the first place is a little more desirable. Too bad that one didn't get a 10. And Pikachu fourth place. Whoa. All right, you got it, man. I should have 3 to 4 slabs. All right, sounds good. So that would be about $40 of shipping. That would be about $40. Gavin Stewart, 3 Poke Shuffles. Gavin Stewart, 3 Poke Shuffles. Let's see what you got. Good luck, man. Damn, Mr. Ivan. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. 3 cold ones. Woo! That sucks, man. I'm sorry, Gavin. All right. So, Mr. Ivan going deep on some Pikachus. Let's see if there's any website orders. How does one join? You go bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Rooster says no. What's up, Rooster? Okay. So, let's get a rotation. Those Pikachus were gone in like a split second, man. Here's a really nice card right here. This is called the Elite, and it's a Halo Topps card. So this is printed by the Topps company. Unfortunately, it got a 9. If it had gotten a 10, I would have posted it for $100. I'd have been like, that's going to cost some money. But since it got a 9, he gets to be cheap. Also, here's this Dedenne, a potential Poke Battle. Let's see. Let's get some rotations going a little bit. So we were in the middle of rotating the 8s and the 9s and all that before the tag submission came in. What's that Leafeon for sale? Just joining. Hey, what's up? Sort of. He's a break. For $40, you have a 1 in 5 odds of pulling the whole Leafeon. So that's it. So you could do that. or you can do something else. I was going to say something else. Let's grab some more slabs. Okay, well, actually, there's one more of these Pikachus. Second place. Oh, yes. Second place Pikachu. So I'm going to go out on a limb and assume this is very similarly priced to the third place and the fourth place. There it goes. Okay. Very nice. You should combine the Dedenes. Ooh, combine them. Are they better when you combine them? Let's see. What else we got? Oh my God, look at this beautiful card. McDonald's Pikachu. He's such a nice card. I think I want to put him into maybe the Poke Shuffles. All right, so we're going to put him in maybe at a little bit of a higher price. I really like this card. Put him in for 90. Okay. So 90 is 50 and 40, which is 10 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. All right. Grabbing that. We're going to say 0, 2, 0. Pikachu. And P10. No, mister, you know I buy them, please. Well, maybe if I had another one, okay? But I got to put this one up into the Poke Shuffles, okay? We got to have some hits up in there, don't you agree? So we got to give people a chance to pull something sweet out of those Poke Shuffles. All right. Sorry, Mr. Mr. Ivan. We'll have another one eventually, I'm sure. I actually have more of these to grade. Okay. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, we have something special up in there. I do. 2 second. Boop. Second place. Second place, Poopachu. There you go, Mr. Ivan. Well, you got all these Pikachus now, man. Those are actually pretty neat. Pikachu. I sent for second place. I'm so sorry, Mr. Jay-Z. Mr. Ivan Rodriguez did, in fact, send for it first. He's really fast, actually. There it is. Jay-Z. $48. I'm sorry. But if you wait, you might find something else that you like. So let's see what else we got. So we're just pricing up some of that slab return from yesterday, and they're selling, like, instantly, some of these. Let's see, we've got Darkrai 10. Darkrai is pretty cool. You won't beat Ivan, Rooster. Yeah, Ivan's pretty fast sometimes. He's been beaten before. I've seen it. Let's see, we want Taruka. And this guy is a cheap and affordable $50. So this guy's pretty close to 48. I have about 70 different. I just try to collect all the Pikachus. We are. Well, the good news is I'm going to have a new batch of those Pikachus in, because I'm going to probably send out for a new batch of those. Here's Cleavor. Just like we got to grade a couple more McDonald's Pikachus, you know. All right, Cleavor. He's going to cleave. You know what I ran into today? I was doing some work to try and put together a submission. Actually, I might have it right next to me. I was doing some work, and here are some cards I ran into. Check these out. These are getting ready to be sent off. So I got some 25th anniversary cards that I found. These would have been worth almost nothing back in the day. That Pikachu was like, he was like junk. A little bit of vintage, but look at this. This is what I wanted to talk about. I found a Detective Pikachu Charizard from a long time ago. He looks like he's thin on the bottom compared to the top, but I don't know. Maybe there's a small chance for a 10. Maybe it's borderline. You know, maybe I should send it to PSA, actually. I don't know if it... Well, you know, when it comes to front centering, I don't know if PSA is any nicer than Tag. He's a little off center. He's probably going to be a 9. But yeah, I used to have a bunch of these because I think I bought a bunch of singles back in the day and they were real cheap. But I found another one in my, I got like these big boxes of cards that just need to be sorted. And I found another one of those and I was like, damn. Found this Latias, little Flying Pichu. He's off center. Here was a card I never graded. It's in great condition, but I probably never graded it because it was a trainer card. So who cares about trainer cards, right? So now that all these cards are way more expensive, we do care about every single card, including the junk trainer cards. Here's a little Melmetal, found a little Steelix, off-center Golem. These two actually might grade 10. I do actually have a decent amount of like Japanese vintage commons that need to be sifted through. I just never rush it. I always just have 1 or 2 come back in my submissions because I'm trying not to sell through them too fast. And that was a very wise choice to do it that way. Here's some of those Pokemon Go gift exclusives. I had a couple of those. Oh yeah, that's being regraded. So that's an example of some of the work I do. I'm just prepping a new round. But you can see we did Tarukas for this round, and they've been popular, actually. People think the Tarukas are cool, so I like that. So we'll have another round of the Tarukas out. Here's Cleavor. I actually think Cleavor kind of sucks, so I'm going to set my own price with Cleavor. 35. That might be cheaper than eBay, I don't know. But I just don't like them. Cleavor. I graded him, but I don't like him. All right. Let's see. I don't believe people can center cards with their eyeball. You can a little bit. Probably not perfectly. Find me on Discord. All my cards from mysteries and my other channels. Yeah, he's got a lot for sure. You going to sell them someday? What's your plan? Are you going to take them to like a card show? You going to post them on eBay? Have any of them made money for you yet? Like, I mean, you've been buying for a little while, so I imagine some of them have actually gone up in price because the market's been pretty good. The market's been pretty good, so I bet you some of your cards have actually gone up already. Froakie. So there's Froakie. I don't see one for sale. Did I spell it right? Froakie. Yes, I did. So there's no Froakies for sale. I'm just going to set them to $49 and leave it be. All right. There we go. There we go. And here is Umbreon. Oh, yes. Lovely Umbreon. This Umbreon graded 9. It's a Chinese holo, and I'm just going to sell him as cheap as I can to get rid of him. I'm not interested in making any money on this card. I just want to get rid of him. So here he is for $18. Pretty cheap. Jay-Z, you have $48. Honestly, love tag. I got a birthday Pikachu tag 10. I have 95% of my slabs for Mister. Wow. I need to put you like on all the giveaway cards. That's pretty cool. Rigoberto Gill, he says 1 spot in the Charizard break. Happy early birthday. Thanks, man. 1 spot in the Charizard break. So that's the shiny Charizard. Rigo Gill. I got you, fam. So Charizard break, I believe it's this one. Here it is. Charizard break. He is closer to ending than you think. Let's grab it. There it goes. What's the new lightning break? The new lightning break is Gleafeon. It's going to be 8. So we got 8 out of 16. So he's officially halfway done. 8 spots remain on this Charizard. We also have the Lightning Leafeon. 4 spots left on the Lightning Leafeon. Look at the artwork. Pretty good, huh? Also, it's PSA graded. So, you know, I think that's the top premium is PSA grading right now, other than maybe Black Label Beckett. No, I mean, Pristine Beckett's really good too, isn't it? All right, now we have an order from Miss Cactuar Queen. 3 Korean Matchless fighters, all slabs and cards, are under Cactuar Queen. All right, sounds good to me. Let's see. So I'm going to start by resetting this software over here. Okay, we're going to pull this out and grab this. I sent through PayPal. Sweet. Okay, we're just loading up the shipping software. And let's go grab the Cactuar Queen bag. Here you are. All right. So let's see if we've already shipped you before. Have we shipped you before? I don't think we've shipped you before. So there's one more thing I will need from you. I will need your telephone number. So we'll use that to make the label, and it is required. It's the basically they required the phone number to make the label. Here it is. So you can either email that to me or send it on Discord. Actually, I would prefer it if you emailed it to me, okay? Because I don't know how I feel about Discord right now. So you can email me that information here, or you can send it in a penny message over PayPal, okay? There are. All right. That classic Zard Theo had in Sabaway went up in price by a lot. I didn't even realize it till yesterday. The classic Zard Theo had. Theo. Theo who? Stretching my back there. All right. So yes, we got to put together an address for you, and we got to collect that shipping number. Let's log in here. Well, we're gonna log in here. Log in faster next time. No. They want you every website wants you to create a passkey these days. They want a password on top of a password on top of a password on top of a password. God, I hate passwords. All right. You also want 3 Korean matchless fighters. All slabs and cards are under CAC. Okay, cool. So let me grab the Korean matchless fighters. Ooh, looks like we're gonna get a fresh box of those. So let me go grab a fresh box of the Korean matchless fighters. God, she's so cute. Very nice. My password is Pokemon 123. Here we are. Okay. Good. Throwing this away. All right. We'll set these 2 and this one to the side. So there are your 3 packs. I've changed my name to the King of Nines. What? He's the King of Nines. All right, let's put this over here. Like the Kabuto King. You can just declare yourself king. That's what I was saying the other day, wasn't I? All right, we opening these? I think we're opening these, right, Miss Cactuar Queen? So you got this bag, and a couple slabs. All right, I like it. Snip of that. Ow, dude. That cut from yesterday is all sore. Remember that? I got that cut while cracking open the tag slab. Is there a streaming performance difference between horizontal versus vertical? What do you mean by performance? You mean like in terms of viewers? Ow, ooh, my eye hurts. Oh, a little headache there. There we go. I get like that tension headache sometimes. All right, probably just the brain tumor. My 9's triple in value. Do they really? I hope some of them do. There you go. Tossing this. You got Dracozol. Nothing too crazy. We can go deeper if you wish, okay, before these are officially out. All right, we're jumping over here. Let's see. So we can make the label, but we got to have that phone number too, all right? Remember, you can send that here, or you can send it to me in a PayPal penny message. Let's jump over here. So I got that slab away backup channel. I will go ahead and start putting this together for you for the moment, okay? Let's grab this. And we'll click this. Now we'll put that back in there. And now let's head over to PayPal and start putting together the shipping. We do a lot of international shipping. We're international shipping experts. By the way, can you tell us anything about how expensive those slabs were? They weren't like hundreds of dollars, right? They were kind of on the cheaper side, right? Oops, we're gonna put this here. We're listening to Donkey Kong music, by the way. Did you guys know that? This is Donkey Kong disco music. Techno wave. Okay. Very good. So I filled out your address. And now we're going to put in your email. But the last step is that phone number. Hey, mister, what's going on with the scored? I don't know. Good question. We are. All right, I'll pop this up here. Probably nothing. Let's see. So we just need a phone number now, and then it's ready to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and increase the weight here. Okay. And we're gonna grab this package. I'll go ahead and fill out the custom form as well. We're going to say merchandise, playing cards, and we're going to jump this forward as well. Let's see. Okay, that's good. And the value of this, we have to set a value on it, okay? Set your phone number through PayPal. Ooh, perfect. All right, that'll work. So, I don't know what the value of your slabs are, but I'm just going to take a moderate guess on all of them, okay? So we're going to say okay to that. I set the total value to $80. Okay, let's go get that phone number. So if they ask you, you just say, yeah. All right, jump back over here, and now we get the phone number. Perfect. Thank you very much. I think we have everything, and we can make the label right now. Give me that phone number. Haha. Okay. Now I can send you texts. I'm going to send you lots of memes. Oh, man, that's expensive to ship. Holy Jesus, dude. Australia is always the most expensive. Crazy. That is expensive. Let me print one more blank one. Ugh. Okay. Whew. How many are left in the Team Rocket break? I think either 5 or 4. Might be 4. Cactuar Queen. Oh, and let me add the details. Remove price tags. So we always try to remove those price tags from the slabs because we're not trying to do customs job for them. We're not trying to make it easy for them. All right. Would you ever bring back Pokey Battles? Could you remind me what that is? Is that when it was like the actual TCG? When, you know, like you could actually pick a deck of 3 cards and I would auto battle them for you? Wasn't that cool? I really liked it, but when we kind of asked the audience, they kind of explained that they didn't follow the battles very well. So they didn't understand the battles. Also, there was this meta emerging where any card that benefited from having a lot of energy cards would win. Because if you recall, every turn that went by, you would get 1 automatic energy card to your Pokemon. So, you know, it was like this thing that was getting kind of complicated. Like we were going to have to create, you know, balancing rules and stuff. Let's see. There was a Maractus, FF, and a Cactuar. FF Cactuar. How many spots you got in a TRG? I'll buy one more of if you do. You know I'm in that Team Rocket pack break. That's right. You know I'm in that Team Rocket pack break. That's right, because we're going to pull Dark Charizard whether he's hollow or non-hollow. Isn't that the beauty of opening up the Team Rocket packs? Even if it's not a heavy pack, you can actually still pull Dark Charizard. It's just both the light packs and the heavy packs have a chance for him. That's not true with like base set, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's actually 7 people in here, and there's only 4 spots left. That is the beauty of the Team Rocket packs. Heavy or not, you got a chance. Also, another beautiful thing about the Team Rocket packs is they're not perfectly weighable. So with these single packs that we get from just random individuals, you always have to wonder if they've weighed it or not. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because only about 25% of the packs in the heavy packs weight is accurate for Team Rocket cards. So that makes them a little more fun to open because you're hoping maybe the pack told the seller that it was light, but it actually was a heavy. Oh! Soul Despair still waiting for a challenger in the Darkrai. Who wants to work on their scorecard? So here we have this Darkrai. Here we are. Just one spot is all I need. Oh my god. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Cactuar Queen. We got you all taken care of. Now we have an order from Miss Cactuar Queen telling me what I need for the phone number. Now we're going to hit refresh on the website and we're all set. There's no orders in the queue. Place an order. I'll put you into the Mark giveaway card. In the meantime, let's get this card priced up over here. A lot of slab sales today so far. Ancient Mew. Ooh, that's new. Doesn't that look nice? So he graded 3.5. And let me see what I want to price him at. Pretty cheap, right? Ancient Mew. Wow, there's a PSA 3 for $450. And ours, remember, is 3.5. Let's look. Ancient Mew. Can't do it on my computer because my computer is like freezing up. Let's try this again. Here we go. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, so this is, now wait a second. This one's Japanese. Ancient Mew Nintendo error. The revised edition. So those are both Japanese. How do we tell that this one's not the Japanese one? This one doesn't say it's the Japanese one, right? 2000 Watsy. So 1999, 1999. Tricky. Let me try looking for PSA 2000 Ancient Mew. Let me try that, guys. And then we're just going to go with the cheapest one possible. Let's see what it is. Oh, much cheaper. All right, much cheaper. All right. I thought that price was kind of ridiculous. $400 for like a 3. But it was referring to like a Japanese error version of the card, I think. So the cheapest one on the market is about $80. But it is a higher grade of PSA 6. So we're not going to copy $80, but I mean, it doesn't get any cheaper than that one. There's literally no lower grade at a cheaper price posted. So I feel like this card could be around $60, but I think I'm just going to put this into the Poke Shuffles along with that other card we just added. The McDonald's Pikachu is super cool, right? So let's have this be a pull in the Poke Shuffles. It's just a really cool card. I know you're not going to like that, but remember, we can't let the Poke Shuffles just become the leftovers on the table. There need to be veritable hits in the Poke Shuffles to keep it interesting. So there it is. Here we are. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There it is. All right. I was going to snipe. I bet you would have, but we need to let some cards be really nice. We're going to say Ancient Mew T 3.5. Well, that is such a cool one. There's only one Ancient Mew 3.5 in the box. Are there only 4 spots left for the Rocket Break? That's correct. 4 spots. Ah, my eye. Okay. Popping that up there. So there we have it. The Poke Shuffles is stuffed to the brim with slabs once again. And some really cool ones are in there. All right. We're all about that. What's the next slab we got? We got another Snabby Patty. We got some of these. To tell you the truth, we're almost out of them. We're almost out of slabs already. This was a small return. I've been trying a new formula where we send multiple small returns rather than one large I shouldn't say return, multiple small submissions rather than one large submission, in a theory that we get them back faster. I don't know how accurate that is. Universe at stake. Whoa. But, so, if the companies are prioritizing customers with smaller orders, which I wonder if they do, I guess that means I want to send in smaller orders. I'll send in a lot. Here's this. I don't know if it affects it at all. It's just superstition. Son Goku is an SPR. We're just going to ask for 20 bucks on that. I'm not even going to bother looking up his price. We just want to... Well, no, I shouldn't be silly. When did this come out? This came out in 2023. I shouldn't be silly about it. Let's take a picture. Will you open the Rocket Pack right now if we buy the 4 spots? Yeah, that's exactly how it works. It gets open as soon as the spots sell. That's right. Whether people are ready or not, we open it right away. All right, so let's take another look at this. Just make sure I'm not being a complete idiot on it. All right, he shouldn't be terribly expensive. So there we go. Okay, just had to check, right? Now, let's grab this next one. We have this Onyx Lightning. And what is that? Also an SPR? Yes, that's an SPR as well. So we're going to try this one. We're going to say Onyx Super 17. Onyx Lightning. SPR. So this also isn't a terribly expensive card. However, when it grades 10, it's now worth about $70. Well, that's a lot, actually. That's not cheap. I just got 2 spots in the rocket. There you go. 2 spots remain. Listen to that music. You can't stop rocket packs from going off. They just go off on their own almost. So let's have this be $69. Broly, Vigor. SS Broly. SS Broly, Vigor. And he shall be an SPR as well. All right. SS Broly 084. Let's see. Maybe if we go, maybe we can search by number. Ah, here we are. SS Broly. None for sale. I can't find one as a PSA 10 anyways. So let's go ahead and just give them the same price as the other card. I don't know. Have a great stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Let's grab one of these. Ooh. All right. Good. So we got 3 Dragon Ball cards, and now a 4th one, Android 17 and Android 18. What's up with these Androids? Did you see eBay added the CGC population to most listings? Dang, that's cool, man. Do tag slabs scratch or scuff easily? Well, I can tell you PSA slabs definitely scratch and scuff easily. I know that for a fact. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of similar for tag, but also for virtually all slabs. Think about it. They're clear plastic, so yeah, all you got to do is give them a wrong rub and they'll probably be ruined. This is called Android 18, Android 17 Domination Achieved. Let's type in Domination Achieved and put in the number 022. Wow, this one's $75. Okay, but we're going to make ours $70 just like the other two. Why not? So ours is cheaper by $5. It's kind of nice, isn't it? I should have just made this one $70. Yeah, I'm a round numbers kind of person. I don't like doing 69 or 71. Let's just make it 70. Let's be uncomplicated. Nice round numbers. There we go. There we go. I can't remember. We send as friends and family or goods and service on PayPal. I don't think you get to send it as friends and family with me because I'm a business account. So I don't think you get the option at all. Oh, let me do this, by the way. Speaking of being a business account, has Coinbase responded to me? Let's see. All right, so I gotta remember to do that. I gotta do two things. I need to convert my Coinbase account into a business account, and then I also, by the way, don't use any crypto with me right now. Forgot to mention that. Let me remove these crypto options. So I'm going to remove crypto from the menu. Forgot about this. So Coinbase recently suggested that, you know, I need to convert my personal account to a business account. So I got to do that. And the other thing I got to do, apparently I need to become an admin on my accountant's QuickBooks and then sign in personally into my bank from there. So annoying. So that's done. And now we're going to jump over here. I got so many things to do. Dragon Ball Z. All right. Cute little Dragon Ball Z. Son Goku sadly did not grade 10. Sent 2x for Team Rocket. Oh, Coinbase. You lied. Papa, you lied. Here's Terrell Rivera. 2 Rocket pack spots. You got it. Terrell Rivera. Welcome back, man. Mr. Terrell. Who's ready to get their butthole torn up by this pack break? It's rough out there, man. Vintage has gotten so expensive. When you get into a vintage break of any sort, it's just really, really premium. And you got to get so lucky, you know? It's tough out there. And yet, people jump in there because they want the vintage. It's so prestigious. And it's so expensive. So if you go out and you try to just go buy like slabs, you're not going to have much better luck in the slabs, right? Like, why is it so expensive? Maybe because Charizard, Dark Charizard Holo 10 is going for like $15,000, $20,000 now. Maybe that's why, you know? That could be doing it. Oh, my eyes. Show the slabs, broski. I'm showing them. We got Bulbasaur. Bleh. We got Vibrava. Bzz, 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 bzz. We've got Upside Down Lucario. I don't know what noise he would make. All right, you guys, we're waiting on 2 more spots in that Rocket pack break for it to go off. We've almost hit 40 likes, and then I can start giving away the Lord of the Rings card, which is a lovely card. Let me put you in there, Mr. Terrell Rivera. Thanks for placing an order. I should say this. Thanks for placing an order over 20 bucks. There he goes. All right. That card looks like your wife's drawing. A little bit. She still has those drawings, you know. Do you guys want me to put them back up on the table? Let me go grab them. I think they're in the other room. They're still for sale. All right, I'm back. Let's grab some sleeves while we're at it. I think I was like showing them off to her family. I thought someone sent for the other 2 spots. Did they? Let me look into it. Yes. All right. Throw that away. Put this in here. All right. Let's see. I'm looking, okay? I'm looking. Nothing in CASHAPP. Nothing in ZELLE. Wait, did someone send me a money request? You've got a money request. Oh, Mr. Dennis, you asked me for money. You didn't send me money. You asked me for money. That's a money request. Mr. Dennis, you still here, Dennis? He did a move where he asked me to send him money. But I know he meant to send money. He didn't mean to ask for money. Oh, snap. It is. Yeah, I thought he had said that as well. Let me show off this for a second while he's looking that over. We've got this jumbo pack break. Really nice and full. Lots of cool stuff going on in here. Maybe you pull a big crazy hit out. 41-4 odds for the jumbo pack break if you want into that. If you're a new buyer, you've never placed an order before, or if you're a buyer returning after a year, I've got this as a gift for you. So if you're a new guy, place an order. It's got to be $20 though. Can't be like $2, okay? Or again, if you're somebody who hasn't ordered in like a year or longer, place a, I guess a returning order, and we'll do the same thing, okay? Same thing. We got some free cards for you guys there. Here's the binder break. It works just like the jumbo pack break. We were on binder break number 12, and it's got a lot of cool cards in it. I was doing something new. I was actually pricing the raw cards up for the first time to see how much value was actually going into these breaks. And I realized we were quickly hitting over 160,000. I'm sorry, not 160,000, $160. And so this, the amount that we added up there was like already 170, plus all of these unmarked ones. So lots of unmarked cards in here. There's just a lot. And we could keep adding little things in here, but I think this one's been pretty slow, huh? I'm tempted to make it a 1 in 5 break and add something more substantial. Show it off, Mr. I have 3 in my collection, fixed 160,000. Holy, get me in that break. Yeah, that would be a pretty big break, wouldn't it? That'd be a huge one. All right, we're jumping back over here. Here we have Mr. Terrell Rivera. He says, 2 more rocket packs. Let's do it. Hold on, Mr. Dennis. Don't send any more. Oh, he fixed it. You know, Terrell, I think I might let him have it because he technically was in line. He just did not know that he had accidentally pushed the wrong button. So I don't want to be like, you know, you were too slow. I don't want to do that to him. I'm going to give you your $90 on a store credit card, but we can also refund that to you. But we can also set up another pack break, or you might find another break you're interested in. And so that's up to you if you wish to do that. But there's $90 for the moment. You think that over at least. And then let me move these off to the side because we're doing this pack break now, guys. Make some room here. All right. Add a slab. Add a slab. What? Let's grab these 2 spots for Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis also requested that I take $10 off his slab away. All right, you got it, Dennis. Give me a second. Let me write this down. Hold on. Okay, good. All right. Now, let's get this set up here. All right. Chantavong. All right. Hell yeah, that's cool. Ooh. All right. Let's grab this and set off this pack split. So the expensive booster. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, let's grab this booster. 40 likes, giveaway, me. Okay, we'll set that there. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up the names. Good. Okay. Ooh. All right. All right, give me a number. Actually, what should we do? 2 numbers, you think? No, it doesn't matter because we don't know what's in there either. 7. Team Rocket Grunt says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then the pack, we're going in there blind. We don't know anything about the pack. Then again, we do know that the rare spot's in a specific location. I wonder if we should do a double split when it comes to these pack splits. You know, the name list. Pack's feeling good. Oh, yeah. Looking real good. Look at that Goop Gas Attack. I got one of those graded 10. $170. It's on the table right now. Just this one trainer. All right, but that would have been a first edition one. Good luck, everybody. Here's Cody Sabring. Mr. Cody. Okay. What do we got for Mr. Cody? Dark Electrode. I love it. He just shipped, though, didn't he? He just shipped, I'm afraid. All right, Mr. Cody. Let me grab this. And how shall we put this into his bag? Let's grab some bulk. All right. Ugh. All right. Let me grab some of these and some of these. Oh. So we just added some bulk cards in there to give him a little bit of protection. So, Mr. Dennis, I got to apply that $10 to your slab away, but Discord's acting up for me today, so I'm going to write it down on a card and apply it tomorrow, okay? I think I'll be working tomorrow. 6, there we go. All right, look at that. But I also have everything in slab away in email now, so I moved it all over to email as well. Let's grab this. We've got TRG. Ooh, you're in the uncommons, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. So in theory, you could pull the most valuable card in the break. It could be Dark Charmeleon, and then the rare could be like a non-hollow trainer or something. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're hoping for Charmeleon. Magikarp is not bad. Magikarp's really decent. All right. Let's see. Team Rocket Grunt. Okay. I'm going to grab this. There we go. Very nice. And here's Marius Larson. Mr. Marius. Ooh. Dark Rapidash. Marius Larson. That's so cool, man. But it's not Dark Charmeleon. So this box could have been better. This pack could have been better had we gotten Dark Charmeleon. Seems like Dark Charmeleon's really hard to pull. Has anyone else noticed that? Maybe it's just pure luck that we're not pulling him as often. But, man, we do not pull that guy enough. I always want to, but we rarely get it. Here's Mark Morales. Then again, maybe that's just part of the deal. Like, maybe that's why he's so expensive, is he's just harder to pull. You have a bag, Mr. Marius? I don't know if he's watching, actually. Here's Matthew, Matt, Mark. Okay, and let me grab one more of these. Here's Matthew Hill. Here's Mary, Matthew, Mark, Marcus, Matt Hansen. All right, so we're going to create a new bag for Mr. Marius as well. New bag time, guys. Ow. All right. Oh wait, I already had some bulk cards over here. So I can just take 3 of these and then 3 of these like this. So I'm going to create a little sandwich for him. Really, all we're doing is adding some bulk to the bag to make it a bit thicker. All right. Larson 4.26. Very good. Now, here's Terrell Rivera. Mr. Terrell. Terrell gets the rare, right? Terrell Rivera, that's the rare. I'm going to set it here, okay? Set it right here by the camera. Okay, now, after that, we have Dennis Chantavong. You were close, Mr. Dennis, but you could pull Charmander. Let's see what you get. Magnemite, that's my favorite. Let's see, Mr. Dennis. He's worth 12 Charmanders. Oh, you're in some of the other vintage breaks. Cool, man. I think my bag got lost because I only had one card in it. Yeah, that could happen. Please consider I have no bag to my knowledge. Okay, thank you. I believe you're Mr. Terrell, right? Here's Jonathan Lewandowski. That name, Lewandowski. We are. Have you guys been following that story on Christy Noem, however you say her name? She was the Secretary of Homeland Defense or something like that. What was her official title called? And she was like fired by Donald Trump and replaced like in one day. And then like, what, 2 weeks later, it comes out that her husband was like cross-dressing and doing like fetish chats with like OF girls or something like that online. Like, what the fuck? Crazy stuff, man. I try not to judge if people have like a, you know, like a particular thing they like to do in the bedroom. I don't really judge too harshly, but it's like, bro, if your wife has like one of the most controversial jobs in America, maybe dial it back. I don't know. Don't even apply for the job, maybe. She should have known like he was a liability. She'd have been like, you know, that's okay. I'll take a backstage role. Mr. Dennis. Like, bro, someone's gonna figure it out. As you know, if you told me celebrities or somebody like that were into freaky stuff, I'd be like, so what? They're celebrities, but not the person in charge of Homeland Security. Oh, that's her job, is Homeland Security. Get to see a minute on the stream at least, back on nights. She has a large rear end, I think. Is she the one that runs around in military gear? What? Large rear end? What are you talking about? Here's Daniel Petit. Mr. Daniel. All right, Mr. Daniel. Ekins. Hiss. All right, Mr. Petit. Where am I going to run into Mr. Petit? Am I saying that last name wrong? I feel like I am. My brain tells me there's like a 50% chance that's not how it's pronounced. How do I get mods, says Mr. Gavin. We are handing out mod to a lot of people right now. But remember, we're going to take it away too. So that's our new strategy right now. We're just going to like throw people at the wall and see who sticks. So if you really want to be moderator in this stream, you can go apply for it. You have to go send me a message on Discord, okay? We are? All right. Discord's got me thinking about, you know, getting a different platform other than Discord to host our group on. Similar to the way that I feel like we over-rely on YouTube, I think we over-rely on Discord too. Mister has been hissing more than usual since finding out he's Slytherin. What? Mod? Me. You could be a mod. I especially like a couple characteristics for moderators. People are here like constantly. And if you're not here constantly, at least somebody who is somehow contributing to the feel of the stream when they are here, or maybe participating in breaks or something like that, you know. Here it is, Daniel Petit. He pulls Zubat. Zubat. So we just had your bag. Here it is. All right, Zubat Neckens it is. It's got to be something. You got to be participating in some way. All right, and Cody Sabring. Cody Saber. You're going to get that goop gas attack. All right, Cody with the goop gas attack. He got some goop. He got some poopy goop. So Karis is signing up for another embryo transfer. That's we had like a doctor appointment today, and so we were talking to the doctor, and he was saying, you know, embryo transfers don't always work, yada yada yada. There was a whole bunch of stuff he said. Actually, it went on for like 30 minutes, and it ultimately, he told us we could either wait and then do a transfer again, or just get right back on the horse and do it right away. So we're gonna go right away into a second transfer. He goes, but it's still probably gonna take 2 months. Oh, Dark Gyarados is so good, man. Wow, that's a great card. Dark Gyarados. Gyat! All right, let me go get some, by the way, let me go get some top loaders. I'm really low on those. I think I'm out of them. So here they are. Add some in the room. Looks like we're almost out of box toppers. We're nearly out of them. I spent hundreds on these. He told me 15K. All right. Mods must spend 10K. Not a lot of people would qualify for that. There we are. So, there we go. Okay. What 2 cards did I get? I missed it. You got Dark Gyarados and Stanky Manky. You missed it? You can't be missing. You can't be missing your card reveal. He stepped away during the card reveal. Tag website undergoing maintenance. Is that right? Here you are. Who's not undergoing maintenance? Boop. Let me put this here. All right, now we got Dark Gyarados. We can actually also squeeze your Mankey in there. That does not sound right. That sounded inappropriate. Good. Good, Anakin. Boop, 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 boop. Dark Gyarados and Stanky Manky. Terrell Rivera, let's go grab your fresh bag. You say you need a new one, right? Congratulations, man. All right. Do 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 do. Terrell Rivera. 4.26. And Terrell, you still have $90, okay? You could actually use that money to grade them. If you don't normally grade your cards, we offer middleman grading. And it's $45 per grade, okay? Now, I'm going to go put this in here. But you could also look for future vintage pack breaks. You could look for a slab break you want. You could open some boosters, anything that sounds fun to you. Hey, mister, how can I check if my tag grading card came back yet? It says Joey Bricks. It's Joey Bricks. Hey, so in our Discord server, we have a channel called the Returns channel. Let's see. Where is it? Ah, here it is, the Returns channel. And every time a submission comes back, I post a link to that YouTube video where it was shown off. But also, you'll notice that I kind of say which submission is back. So like this one, tag submission is back from February, tag 21126. Now, if you go over to the tag submission channel, you can look that up. So you can match that up with the code and with the month. Okay, so you can just see which you need to know which submission you were in. So you need to go look that up. And then B, you need to go see if it returned in the return channel. That's how it works. The other option is you can just pay me to ship your stuff out, and if a tag slab arrives, you know it came back. And then another option is, I don't know, maybe you could tip me like $3 and I can go look for whatever has your name on it. Something like that. Did the Team Rocket go off yet? It sure did. It just went off. Now, Mr. Dennis Chantavong, I'm going to write this down and do this tomorrow, okay? So this is going to say slab away. This is just not working for me today. Dennis Chantavong. Minus 10. There you go. So I can make a note of it, and we will go ahead and stick this on the wall and do this tomorrow. This will happen tomorrow, okay? You can check back tomorrow, and you'll see that it's working. All right. Yeah, I pulled the Mega Gold Zygarde and the Meowth from Perfect Order. Oh, congratulations. All right, there we go. What is this ad, dude? I'm getting like an ad. Good. We have an order now from Mr. NHCC. Jump me in the Tyranitar break and the rest off my double Gyarados. I think he said jump me in both Tyranitar breaks. Oh, you're right. We actually have 2 Tyranitar breaks today. So this guy, he's super cool. but also the mega break. All right, mega break it is. So we also have to choose a new vintage booster pack now. I wonder what it should be. NHCC, NHCC. I can see the slab away into scored. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? This is just the sub list. So let's just go add him to the sub list. Here you go. NHCC. So that's up to 7. Thank you for that. And then let's go ahead and pop you into here. The Dragonites and Pikachu sold. The Dragonite sold. There it goes. We're going to say 8. There it is. So that's up to 8 out of 19. So the Charizard and the Tyranitar are clicking along nice and slowly, but they are moving. We also have this new lightning break, which is $40 to jump into. Now, Mr. NHCC, that means we would be contributing $30 to your slab away. So this is not working for me today. So what I'm going to do is write your name down real carefully, like this, and say $30. All right, so we know you have contributed $30 to your slab away. So we'll update this as soon as it's working for me again. I think it's going to be working probably pretty soon. There it goes. All right. Do a Diamond and Pearl era pack break. I don't even think I have a Diamond Pearl pack. I have some Diamond Pearl tins, but I don't want to open up a Diamond Pearl tin. Ooh, I have a Platinum pack. Wouldn't that be crazy? Let's see. I do have a Platinum booster. Let's go grab it for fun. Where would it be? Where am I storing it? It's in some box or something. Oh, here it is. So this is a fun box because it was from like maybe about 2 years ago. Maybe it's 3 years by now. I don't know. But I remember I was pricing up some vintage booster packs. This was back in the LaFlame Jennifer Yap time period. And look at them. So 160 for Dragons Exalted. This is how cheap they used to be. 280 for Neo. 250 for Gym Heroes. You know what that means? That meant it would have been like $25 a spot. This would have been $23.50 a spot. There's a Neo pack. Oh, look at that. For $260. Wow. Fates Collide was 20. Primal Clash was 25. Breakpoint for 25. We're currently selling a breakthrough booster pack from a sealed box in a break for 140, I think. That says 30. Here's Shining Legends for 42. Here's some more Neos. Pretty wild. Here's an XY Forces. Here's an empty sleeve. Good times. This is how cheap it used to be. Steam Siege. No price on the Dark Explorers. Oh, here's a Rocket Pack. Here's a Breakpoint for 80. That is a little more expensive. Oh, wait. This is Breakthrough. So, wait. I'm a little confused now. Now I'm a little confused. I thought that we had one for $30 back here, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we did. So these must be even 2 separated time periods. Look at that, guys. This is confusing. So this one says 105 on it. Roaring. So this must be like an updated time period. Here's Cosmic for 157. Ancient Origins for 230, huh? Let me think about that. Yeah, this is getting pretty expensive at that point, actually. So that's pretty expensive. But look at that Platinum Rising Rivals for just $280. How much do you think that's worth now? Like $1,000 at least. Now, I don't know if it's 1,000, but you know, it turned out that those boxes, like the Black, White, Dark Explorers and the Platinum Rising Rivals, it turned out there's just not very many of these booster boxes. So if I go look this up, Rising Rivals Platinum, let's see what we could potentially do. The thing is, I strongly prefer this booster pack because it was sourced out of my own box. So I strongly prefer it. So it looks like if we were to host one of those today, Platinum Rising Rivals, we would do divided by 10, right? We would do a $58 spot split on that. That's not impossible. That's kind of similar to Sandstorm. However, I will say this. I think you're better off doing Sandstorm. Dude, I think Sandstorm's underpriced. Wait, let me go look at Sandstorm again. Sandstorm's amazing, man. I should just host another Sandstorm booster for you guys. Oh, yeah, man. I'm tempted to just host more Sandstorm. Sandstorm is clearly underpriced. It's an EX era booster pack with all the evolutions in it. And it also has Pikachu. And so it's Umbreon, it's Pikachu, and a couple other decent cards. Now, does it have a gold star in it? No. But for what you're having the potential for, it seems like it's definitely undervalued. In my mind, it is. You know what? Man, that is... It feels like a really undervalued pack. Feels like it should be a $90 a spot pack, not a $60 or $70 a spot pack. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm not going to spend the money today. I start looking at Pokemon cards and I start getting a little itchy. I start going, I need to buy that. We need to buy that. Let's go ahead and pick something out, though. Let's go ahead and pick something out. So, Rocket's really good, too. I really like opening Rocket for you guys, you know, because you get the chance for that Dark Charmeleon. It's just so good. Sandstorm Reverse Hollow Onyx. Yep, really cool card, actually. It's a really cool card. Let's take a quick look, everybody. So, new vintage pack. How are those Gym Heroes doing, I wonder? I've got a lot of jungle. I wouldn't mind hosting jungle for you guys. But I feel like it's going to be insanely expensive because I think the last time we looked at the jungle booster packs, the Japanese jungle booster packs, they had reached like this unbelievable price tag. Jungle, Japanese booster. I'm looking for the Japanese jungle booster. I can't find a single one. Is that right? Let me try sorting it by highest price. Give me a minute here. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. So the cheapest Japanese jungle booster is now $800. Whoa! That means back when we were opening those together for like $120, every time I opened one of those with you guys, whether I made a profit margin on it or not, I was kind of doing you a favor in the sense that no one knew it was going to jump to 700, and we were kind of giving it a lot of attention and focusing on it, and that was ultimately a good thing for everybody. I don't know if we should host it now that it's 800. I just don't think anyone will join it. Let's see. So if it was 800, and let's say we did a profit margin of just 20%, right? Which is below what a usual business might want to make. So that would compute a $96 a spot break. Would you guys join that? $96 a spot? I don't even think you guys would join it. I don't think you'd join it. $96 a spot is just too high. I tell you what, we'll keep talking about it. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm just reading this real fast. All right. We're jumping back over here. Sorry, I got distracted. So we were talking about different booster pack prices. And it looks like to host the Japanese jungle pack would just be so dang expensive. I don't know if we do it. Let me pop this over here. Let's do the 10 break. I have an old Heart Gold Soul Silver 10, and it contains the 3 legendary cats, not dogs, because that's what they are. They're cats. And I think I actually sold one to Mr. LaFlame back in the day for like, I don't remember what it was, like 1,300. I bet you that same tin today is more like $3,000. So I do still have, I think, 1 or 2 of those tins. Look at this. Okay, there's Smeargle. And here's a Scalipede. Ooh, Scolipede. Very nice. All right. Let's grab one of these. Run the poll. The people demand it. What poll did you want me to run on whether to do the Jungle Pack? Poll with Jungle, Platinum, Plasma Storm. So the Platinum is not an option. I already know that. We have just 1 pack of that, and I'm not interested in getting rid of it. So we would not be looking at that. If you guys wanted Jungle, I would host Jungle for you. The only reason I'm not hosting it is because I suspect you will not want it. So you might say you want it, and then only 1 person will join because it's like, bro, it's like $100 and you get 1 Jungle card. Although, you know, the things you can pull out of there are so valuable now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Smeargle, shall we? I kind of like what we're doing. I kind of like that we're opening up these more affordable English unlimited packs. I feel like that's, so far, not a bad strategy, and it won't even last if you think about it. Because what'll happen is, over time, those will rise in price too, right? All right, Taruka Smeargle. Nothing to compare it to. All right. Well, how about Scolipede? Let's try Scolipede. 140 from Black Bolt. I like Scolipede. He's kind of cool, right? Let's go with the cheapest price. Did I spell it right? Scolipede. And we'll go to buy now. Well, that's English. We want the Japanese one. So not a cheaper Japanese one. Japanese. I feel like if you do a $2,000 pack with the 200 sublist like the Rayquaza, it would sell out fast. Yes, I suppose we could do a sublist to get the booster pack sold, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be our strategy here. Give me a second here. Why is it showing me CGC graded cards? Are there just none of these for sale? Crazy. All right, so looks like I just get to come up with some prices here. So for the Smeargle, we're not going to ask very much. We're going to go in with $35. He's a cute Pokemon. There might be a big Smeargle fan out there. I'm going to set that right there. And then Scolipede. Scolipede shall be... What should Scolipede be? Maybe $50 bucks. There goes. All right. So just try to pick like a price that I think is decent. But look, if you do a $2,000 pack, base set 2, Team Rocket returns. Where's the Regigigas? Heart Gold, Soul Silver, yes. Mr. I bought a CGC 9.5 Ancient Mew from you for $80. Oh, did you really? I remember when those came back. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, where are all these 9.5s? Ancient Mew 9.5, huh? And what is it worth today? Is it worth like maybe a couple hundred? All right. So... It is 1:30. We have no orders in the queue. The queue is open, but we are ready to start working on that giveaway card. I see we hit 40 likes. Let's go grab the likes. You ready? Let's see. The free slab. Where did we put that? Oh, it's called Mark, actually. That's why I couldn't find it. My eyes were looking for the word free, not Mark. We're going to hit refresh on this. All right, Mark is the keyword. Type in Mark to get into this giveaway right now. How about a Pop Series 3 break? We might just do simple like Rocket Fossil and Jungle Unlimited. That might be the way, guys. Ooh. Just packs where it's like an average person can still maybe afford a spot. We could do like one of these specially super expensive packs. I'm just scared to get stuck because you got to be like in a... I don't know, you either got to save up to get a spot or you got to be in a higher class to buy it. And it's like, that's great for them. But what about the average guy that just wants to open up a nice vintage card? Now, of course, yeah, you're right. We could do a sublist. Like, let's say we do a $1,000 pack. I'm going to sell it for $1,250. And we don't want to sell it for $125 a spot. So maybe we do like sublist, right? Or something like that. But I don't know. Sublist for a pack break, it just sounds like a pain in the butt, doesn't it? It sounds like a pain. Like you have to teach everybody. I don't know, it's tricky. If you think about it, eventually you will have to do sublists either way if you think about it, right? Like, because ultimately these booster packs will just get more and more expensive no matter what. All right, so here's J-Dog Gaming. Congratulations. J-Dog. And number 14, we have Jeffrey KY. And number 15 is Gavin Stewart. And number 16, we've got Shinobi. All right. So we are up to 16 Shinobi. 16. There's more spots to hand out. What do you guys think of that? One free Pokemon card. That's from our good friend, Mr. Mark J. Valerian, who's way too generous. That guy is super generous, man. Let's see. Do. All right. Cool. So, here's Mr. Bryce Wolf. He's next. He says, grade some 10s from my pack, Ren and Stimpy pack. Grade some 10s? Okay, I think what you're asking for is some pre-grades. Is that right? Let's go get some pre-grades. Those Ren and Stimpies might be very hard to get a 10 on. Let's do it. Pre-grades, he says. Ah, Mr. Bryce. All right, we got a Bryce bag. Do we have 2 Bryce bags? We do have 2 Bryce bags. So we're going to be hunting around. You said you want Ren and Stimpy. I don't know if that's like a hit bag or something right there. 20, that's about 7 grades. Ooh. Ooh-wee. We got Roadkill. I'm trying to remember how Ren and Stimpy sounded. You know, I didn't watch very much of that. I was really young when that came out. You got a lot of junk cards. Ah, here we are. We got a couple more. You got a lot of junk cards. If you ever want me to remove junk cards from your bag in exchange for a spot in the trade slab, let me know. It can make your bag smaller and easier to handle, and it could result in you walking away with a little Tag 9 or PSA 9 slab. Somebody pulls it. Let's see. We take about $5 of junk out, which typically that's a pretty heavy pile of junk because junk's not very valuable. All right, Bryce, let's see what's going on here. These are some weird cards to pre-grade. One. Now, this is a pre-grade, right? You can exchange my junk cards. All right, sounds good. Now, okay, so these are pretty tricky to grade because they're like asymmetric and just very strange. Like, but we can take some of the okay, so like that guy's got a back corner, right? So there we go. So we're starting here with this one, the Yak. One at a time, okay? Let's get started. This is going to say 9. Okay. It's party time. Okay. Let's see. We're going to say 9 on this one. That one has a white edge. This one's certainly closer. Some issues I see with it, for example, is there's like a little speck right there that shouldn't necessarily be there, but I don't know how they would treat that And then also this edge is a little lifted, just slightly. This edge on this side, slightly lifted. So, I mean, if we were being harsh, this would be a 9. That surface issue where it's a speck that shouldn't be a speck, I think that would make it lose, at least with tag. I don't know how nice PSA would be with these. Square cards are difficult. Yeah, they are. They're very difficult. Here's a roadkill. Okay, flipping this around. This one has a very bad edge. So this one's going to have a 7. Okay. I'll say 9 plus on. Well, no, I don't like the lifted edge on the other one either. So wait a second. So let's try this one. So here it is. This town ain't big enough for the two of us, for the both of us. Centering is not too bad, actually. This weird asymmetric centering. So we're doing a little pre-grade here for Mr. Rice. This might be the nicest one so far. All right, this will be the nicest one so far. Whew. Hurts my eyes a little bit. Your eyes start crossing. So we're going to skeptically say 10 minus on this one because I don't want you to get overly excited. But that one looks close to a 10. So there it is. All right. I wish there was a way to understand the centering a little better. Yeah, like, I can't tell how well centered this is. Like, there's no left to right centering here. You can look at happy, happy and say, well, the H is closer than the edge of this exclamation mark. So maybe it's shifted to the left, but I don't know how they would treat it as a grading company. So we're going to be skeptical on all these. Well, this one's easy. This one's got a big print line. All right. That one's easy. Good. Fresh bison. Yeah, these are real weird cards to grade. Occasionally, I had to grade a card like this for like Cardconomist grading, and especially on ones that didn't have symmetric centering. I didn't really know what to do with the centering, actually. Tammy mentioned something that was really useful. So this one has a problem on the bottom edge. Tammy mentioned that on their website, you could maybe use their website image to get, you know, a perfect measure of how the card should look. So I think she speculated that that's how they were doing it. And I thought that was actually really clever. I was like, oh, yeah. Because, okay, there's a scratch down there. Because, you know, the website is going to have the actual artwork, the digital version of the artwork posted. And then if it comes out different from that, we know it's like off center or something. All right, just 2 more. That says peel down there. Boy, this is really hard to look at. Flip that around for you. Boy, it is just hard to tell with these, man. Hold on. Yeah, this one has a fully bad corner. The corner on this one is bent. So in theory, you can take that home and unbend it. I'm not going to do that for you. I don't offer that. Maybe I should. Would you guys like me to unbend edges and corners for you as a service? Problem is, I can't promise results. Oh, this one has a really bad flaw down here. So that one has some kind of glue on it. So this one's going to get a 5. Oops. All right. So there you have it. We looked at a lot of them, and a lot of them were just straight up 9s, like with an obvious flaw, like an imperfect corner or an obvious strong print line. 2 of them were pretty bad shape. This one, 7 and 5. I wouldn't grade those at all. This one is skeptically kind of nice, but I don't know, maybe not. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much. We graded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards for you for $20. You got it at $2 a card. Mr. Bass. Pam Bondi fired, lasted a record of 38 Scaramucci's. Is Pam Bondi actually fired? I thought she might be fired after that performance she had where she had to testify before Congress. And there was like this really out of touch moment where she's like, who cares about the Epstein files? Have you seen the stock market? This president's delivered the best stock. So what do you have to say about the Epstein files and all the children that are abused? Have you seen the stock market? This president has delivered. It's like, bro, that's not good at all. There we go. Trump's pretty mean, you know, right? Like, he bullies everybody, but I think he might actually be right that she did not do a super great job. Send the 10 to PSA or tag, not sure which to grade. So you can send it to tag. If you want to do tag, that's $30. PSA is a much more expensive $45. Tag grading will not hold back. If there's any flaw at all on this card, they will give it a 9. I don't know how PSA will handle a card like this, if they would be nicer than tag grading on maybe the centering or maybe like minuscule flaws. So, but if I had to suspect it, tag will be very harsh and PSA will be also pretty harsh, but maybe ever so slightly less harsh. That's my theory. My theory is that tag is slightly harsher than PSA. So you can pay the extra money and wait the extra time for a potential PSA 10, or you can get the faster turnaround time and the very nice holder with tag. Tag clearly has a better looking holder, it's no question. So that's up to you to decide. 45 with PSA, 30 with tag. Tag is faster. Tag has the better looking holder. PSA is slower, but it's more prestigious. People trust the grade more. There we go. On a weird card like that, it might be better to do PSA just because if it grades 10 with tag, people might question if tag has like the authority to hand out a 10 on a card like that. Right, like if tag's grading a card like this, nobody cares. This is just modern Pokemon. It's pretty easy to grade. And so they don't really, you know, all the grading companies are going to have an opinion on modern cards and they're all going to be roughly the same. But when it comes to like something that's more bizarre, people are going to trust that PSA brand more. I hate to say it, but that's kind of how it works. Right, like let's say I'm grading Poker Pokemon. What is it better to have Poker Pokemon label under? CGC or PSA? It's going to be PSA because it's a weird card. That's how it works. All right, so when it comes to borrowing authority from the brand, I tend to go with PSA. But when it's a modern card that anyone can grade, I'll definitely do tag. I think tag's great. Ren and Stimpy's a classic. These are obviously vintage. If it can get a 10 anywhere, then I'm for it. Well, if you want a better shot at a 10 on that card, I do think it would be PSA. I have done a lot of cross grading with my Topps cards between PSA and with tag, and tag was the harsher grader in the experiments that I ran. You know, like I'll get like a Topps 9, then I'll crack it out, send it to tag, and it turns into Topps 7 or something like that, really harsh. They're just a very harsh grader. Now, that's good for you guys if you're a buyer. If you're looking to buy some cards, that's a good thing because maybe you just want some cheap, affordable cards that are very strongly a 10. Well, tag cards look good and they give you a nice strong 10. But if you're looking more like for a chance at a 10, as a seller, you might have slightly better odds with PSA. Then again, you also have to pay for that. So PSA is more expensive. Well, look at these. Love these Rayquazas. They're so cool, man. All right. Sent in on the website. Let me go grab that. How about this guy? You know, people are going crazy for Ditto right now. Did you guys know that? Because of Pokopia, people want to collect the Ditto card. Ditto's profile is going up. Let's check the website real fast. All right, Nicholas Pacheco. He says, 2 live custom boosters. Nicholas Pacheco. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There it goes. All right. Here's, oh, very good, Nicholas. You did what everybody wants to do. So you pulled a Kirby poker card. That's the best pull. No, but let's see what this is. Scizor P9. All right. Well, let's see what that is. Let's see. Did it was like Creepy Valley, is he? Scissor 9. Where is that? Couple 9s in here. Let's see, let's see. Now you will have the option to re-roll this, and it'll work just like the Pokey Shuffles, where you'll go down by 25. Oh, okay. So he's a $75 card. You can re-roll him for 2 spots, and he would go back into the box for $50. Well, you know, he would go back in for 75, but next time he's pulled, he'd be worth 50. That's how it would work, right? So you have that option to re-roll him for 2 spots or keep him. He's XY Breakpoint Scissor. So he's from 2016. That's actually a 10-year-old card. And when cards start to get that old, it starts to mean something. Oh, man, I want that card. This? Oh, yeah. Do, 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 do. Her deflection was middle school at guest. Yeah, it wasn't a very skilled one, was it? Pam Bondi, is she really out? Keep and consign it. All right. He's going to consign the Scissor. I kind of feel you on that one, Mr. Nicholas. Okay. Very good. Now, this is also yours. Okay. I know PSA is king when selling, buying, but how is Tag doing? Oh, I don't have any problem with it. I don't have any problem with it. I can't promise you that it'll do as well for you, but so far, well, I didn't have trouble with anything is the problem. So I didn't have trouble selling SGC. I didn't have trouble selling CGC. I'm not having trouble selling Tag. And of course, I have no trouble selling PSA either. But that's the thing about our group is people here trust my opinion. And I have a very strong opinion that all the grading companies are fine. It's fine. It's just a matter of price. That's all it is. So like, for example, we're selling this CGC 10 Shining Tyranitar. Well, he's not $12,000. He's going to be $4,800 from the look of it. So, you know, so yes, this is a CGC 10, and they don't go for as much as PSA 10s, but so we've accounted for that in the price. See? So that's kind of how we do it. Now, I like Tag a lot, and I sell it pretty close to the PSA price anyways, and I just think they look really good, and they're a really harsh grader. I think Tag 100% grades harsher than CGC. Yeah, CGC is one of the nicest graders. I've seen videos where people will send like an 8 to CGC, and they'll come back like CGC Gem Mint. And that's just, you know, it's fine. I mean, if they want to do it that way, that's fine. They can do it however they want. People just understand Gem 10 CGCs aren't worth as much as a result. And then PSA is a bit harsher. BGS is the most harsh. Tag is slightly harsher than PSA. That's how it's feeling right now. You can disagree with that or bring your own feedback, you know, what you've experienced. Everyone's always curious about that kind of stuff. All right, we have an order here from Ivan Rodriguez. He would like the Scissor. Here goes, Mr. Ivan. What do you know? Ivan Rodriguez. All right, so there it is. Now, you will get a consignment payout for that. Ready? Doop, doop, doo, doobie, doobie, doo. You get $56. Goes. It's a little bit better than 50. So you've got 56. BGS is only good for black labels. The Pristine does well too, though. The Pristine, I've sold a lot of good Pristines. So if you can get a Pristine on a card, it's so hard to do that, first of all. But if you can get a Pristine on a card, those sell for a lot of money. Typically, they'll go for like 25, 30, maybe even 50% more than a PSA 10. And so I'd say it's both the Pristine and the black label. Let's see. BGS is insanely harsh. I don't understand it most times. Yeah, I'll send in cards that look really good, and then they'll come back and be like, so that's a 9.5. I'd be like, whoa, what's wrong with it? They're like, oh, it's wrong. There's stuff wrong with it. Trust us. If they want a card that looks like it's, I don't know, came out of the golden butthole or something. I don't know how to describe it, man. They want a perfect card. Nicholas Pacheco. Oh, wait, we already did that one. All right. So, Nicholas Pacheco, you have $56 to spend. And then here's Larvitar. Ooh, Mr. Larvitar, huh? Let's see. Is he still 250? Larvitar. Nope, here's one for $500. Let's try playing cards. All right. Yep, 500 under the word playing cards too. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I'd rather send this off to the vault, PSA vault. I sincerely don't feel anyone's going to buy this from me over here. I'll put it up there for a minute, but that one needs to go off to the PSA vault. Should look up the difference between a Pikachu Van Gogh PSA 10 and a BGS Pristine Van Gogh. Is there much of a difference? Are you implying there's a large difference? All right. Let's try one of these. So, looks like we still have a couple more cards to price up, and then we are done pricing the tag slabs. Here's Meowth, Taruka Meowth. If you're looking for a quick break, here's the Leafeon. We also have the gym breaks. There is one gym break. We're waiting for one more person to join. It's the Dark Ride gym break. So if you're looking for a gym break experience, where'd that go? Here it is. I'll write another exclamation mark on it because that one's kind of hard to see. There it is. There it is. So that's ready to go right there. We need one more person in there. Here's Meowth. Huh, the Meowth looks kind of fun. Look at him. All right. So let's just see. Meowth. Taruka. And we want to get it as cheap as possible. We choose buy now. Cheapest one is $85. That just seems too high for a Meowth. So the cheapest one on eBay is $85. We're going to go with $60. So I think $60 is going to be a more appropriate price. That might actually lead to a sale. Whoa, this is cool. Metagross, huh? ZELLE for Heartbreak. Oh, yeah. ZELLE for Heartbreak. Sounds good, man. Here's this. Man, the wind's really whipping around like crazy right now. I can hear it. What do you guys think I should do this weekend for fun, huh? It's my birthday this weekend. You know what would... Wow, he's cheap. Compared to the Meowth, he's cheap. The Meowth was $85. This guy's only $45. Crazy. Getting all my work done sounds nice. I'll tell you that. Okay. Do you believe in the Easter Bunny? Yeah. The Easter Bunny, and God's talking to me and telling me that this thing over here is owed to me, and oh, and by the way, you're an infidel, and great stuff. Here are Squirtle. Ooh, Squirtle. How many people can I offend, and how fast can I offend them? That's my question. So Squirtle shall be, wow, $75 for the Squirtle. He's adorable, man. He's really cute. All right. Is it Easter this weekend for you guys in the United States? I believe it is. That's a good point. Yeah, it is. It is Easter this weekend. Here's Dragapult. I love this Final Fantasy music. Oh, is that what it is? I didn't know that. It's the Lord's Day this Sunday. Dear baby Jesus, I want to get on my knees for you. There are no Dragapults for sale, so I just kind of get to make up a price. I guess I'll do $40. Seems pretty fair. Hidden Mister. How many people are in the Jumbo Pack Break? Just one person. We're waiting for 3 more. It is. If you enjoy the Jumbo Pack Break, I don't recommend waiting for people to join, because if everybody thinks that way, it will never fill. In other words, when you join it, I get to start saying there's 2 people in the jumbo pack break. So, you know, that's the important, it's kind of like this really important thing that has to occur. There's a Pikachu? Oh my God, this is going to be $200. Hold on. Are you serious? I didn't know there was a Pikachu in here. Pikachu, I choose you. Oh, that's loud. There's a bunch of the Pikachu. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, that was in Japan. What about one in the United States? It's about $90 in the US. That's actually pretty affordable. I'm going to turn this one into a gym break for fun. He doesn't need to be a gym break. No, you know what? He's going into the live costumes. That's what's going on. He's going into the live costumes. That's right. Read it and weep. The live customs get Pikachu. He's a cool card. All right. Just another reason to consider trying out those live customs. Got to have some hits in there. How do you spot fake cards? That's a really great question. I tend to only buy from a few people, and they're consistent sellers that have been selling to me for a long time. And we'll say Taruka. So I don't buy I don't buy a lot of cards online from like random individuals or anything like that. I buy from people I know, and we tend to not buy anything but sealed product. So I get like cases of sealed product, and then I get a lot of product from you guys actually. So you guys sell me back your cards sometimes. And so I rarely ever have to detect fakes. The other thing I do is when I'm buying slabs, I have it go through the eBay guarantee plan. So eBay's now required to send the cards off wherever they go. Do they go to PSA? Where do they go to get tested? But they get tested for being a fake, and I'm sure that reduces the odds of being a victim of a fake a little more. And one of the only times I've been a victim of a fake card was when I didn't do that. There was a time I didn't do that with a really expensive Nami card, and I totally got hit by fake Nami. I lost like, what was it, like $900 or something? I don't remember what it was. Fake Nami, I lost hundreds of dollars on it. Here we are. Yeah, you lose money running a card shop. I'm having trouble with a bad vendor who has cheated me out of thousands of dollars. That's another thing I'm dealing with. And a bad accounting team that did not account for Missouri sales that were sold directly to other Missourians. I have to pay back taxes on that now this year because the government was like, hey, have you been paying this? And we're like, oh, of course we have. And then we asked the accountant, and they're like, I was like, what? What do I pay you guys all this money for if you don't do this? You think I'm going to do it for you? All right, Andrew Martin. Here goes Andrew. He says, 1 heartbreak spot. You got it, Andrew? Hey, I know you buy PSA slabs. You told me you would buy my Steamboat Willie PSA 10. Did I? That's kind of an interesting thought. Heartbreak. Andrew Martin. Steamboat Willie's a lot of fun, man. He's a cool card. Too bad he's going down in price. Turned out it was all about Pokemon. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, here it is. So this is 9 out of 19. There it goes. Need a Sleepy Raichu, too. Thank you, Mr. Andy Martin. Doobie-doobie. Scooby-dooby-dooby-doo. So we got to pick out another booster pack, guys. What should it be? What should it be? Jungle Unlimited, maybe? Let's see what Jungle Unlimited could do. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Let's see what we can do with Jungle Unlimited. Trade me some Pokemon for it. You want some Pokemon? Pokemon. Maybe. All right. I've been watching that card here and there, and he has not done super well over time. But he is a great-looking card. Oh, man. eBay is not working for me. That's so annoying, dude. I'm always open-minded to a good trade. Let's see. Jungle Unlimited. I think it really comes down to what you want in the trade. There it is. I don't know what the trajectory for that particular card is over time. Wouldn't you agree? It's been kind of a bad performer compared to what Pokemon's been doing. Pokemon have been nuts. What is this, open? This looks like it's already opened. This is in France. Oh, it's a French pack too. How's this one? This one looks good. So we could probably do a jungle pack break. I just need to find a pack of jungle. Last sold 1860 for the for what? The Steamboat Willie? Let me take a look at that. Weiss Steamboat Willie. That is so much money. And then let's say best match. Let's go by best match real fast. Looks like there's one for sale for 1900. So that's pretty close to your price. And then ended recently. That ended in January. That says a lot. That means we're in April and not even one more has sold. That means no one's willing to lower the price, and also no one's willing to buy it at that price. Or maybe not. Wait a second. Here's one that sold 9.5 for 1800. 9.5 for 1800. That was a BGS copy. That was on March 12th. Okay. So a BGS 9.5 sold? That's so weird. Why would they buy it? Why would they buy a BGS 9.5 and not a PSA 10? That doesn't make any sense to me. Especially when they're the same price. I wonder if that's a real purchase. Yeah, I almost wonder if that's a real purchase or not, because the price just doesn't make sense here. Yeah, it's definitely a very, I would call that a highly speculative card. If you ever want to do a very favorable deal with me on that card, I'm open-minded. But I would rank that card pretty poorly in terms of expectations over time. So that's how I feel about it. That's why you don't see it in my collection. You know, in my mind, I'm ranking it as too, like, who would even buy it back from me? If I bought that today, who in my audience is going to spend that money on that Mickey? By the way, give me a second, guys. I'm going to go grab the rest of our vintage boosters. It's going to take a second. I'm going to have to, like, unlock them. And I'm going to bring them up here, and we're going to pick out a new vintage pack break, okay? So let me go get them out. Just take me a second. All right, there we are. Here we are, box number 2. Whew. Ugh. Don't see Weiss Marvel on the menu. Probably on the extended menu. You can check the website too. Let's see. That's funny. Oops. Okay. Let me have a sip here. I'm having a little heartburn. Did you sell first place Pikachu? I did not. He's still available. I haven't priced him though. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's go ahead and sleevey this up. That's how I like to store my packs. There we go. What would you be thinking I would trade in your favorite? I don't know. It's just whatever you want. I don't know exactly what you're looking for in the trade. Like, is there a particular slab? Are you looking to get booster boxes, sealed product? Do you just want to open some cards? Do you just want some store credit? So it depends on what you want. Here it is. I would be looking at the trade going, is this truly viable for me? You know, like let's say things go south. The card hobby collecting goes south. How bad am I going to lose on this Mickey Mouse card? Because if Mickey Mouse isn't doing well while Pokemon is hot, what happens when Pokemon's not even hot? You know? Man, tons of those rocket packs. How many rocket packs do I own? Okay. All right. We're looking for a Jungle Unlimited pack. Nice is working on it. Mickey might turn up. Ah, there's an unlimited pack. He didn't have a... So we didn't give those the hard sleeves, huh? They need to get the hard covers. That's cool too, isn't it? I believe that's English. Base set 2. Yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he? But I kind of want to leave him sealed. I don't really buy a lot of base set 2. I mean, he's probably a light pack, you know. Base set's one of those sets, in my opinion, that's easier to weigh. And I doubt someone sold me a heavy base set 2. So I don't want to sell it to you guys and you guys just buy into this dumb light pack, you know. But you can, I guess we could do it anyways if you really want. I don't care. Oh, that's kind of a worn out blister, huh? Look at that. Well, it's not worn out. It's just missing its little thing right there. All right. Looks nice. Okay. Getting those up to standard. Call of Legends, EX Hidden Legends. Look at that. We used to try to sell these for $4.85. Like $3.99 plus tax. All right. There's a Sandstorm pack. We could do Sandstorm. You guys want another Sandstorm? Right now I'm leaning toward Jungle Unlimited, but I actually think the Sandstorms are truly undervalued. So that's how I feel about Sandstorm. Truly undervalued. Long Crimp Jungle. I turned 35 in 9 days. Remember when I turned 21 like yesterday? Life goes by fast. Mr. Pat, I feel the same way. I feel like kind of sad about it. Like, how am I almost 40? I've done nothing in life but work. And I don't even feel that wealthy. Like, you guys probably perceive me as sort of wealthy. But, you know, actually in the last year, all the Pokemon cards going to the moon has certainly helped. So that's really nice. But let's say that had not happened for me and I just worked like normal and the Pokemon cards were just kind of like a normal price, I would not feel that good about life. I'd be like, damn, dude, life's just flying by. I'm just working. Yeah. You know, back in the 1950s, you could buy a house and a car and have 3 kids and all that on one income. And now you can't do that anymore. And yeah, that's what they mean when they say the American dream's kind of dying. And there's a lot of conversation around that. But you used to be able to have all those things really easily, and then you would go on a vacation, and life was probably pretty charmed and easy. Let's see. I don't want to say it was too easy. I mean, there's a lot of modern advancements we have today that I would hate to live without. But it's just an interesting thought, you know, because it's like, life's not supposed to be getting worse for us over time. Can't afford school, can't afford a car, can't afford a home, can't afford health care. Everybody wants to vampire off of you. When are you going to go back to work for us? Go back to work. We need to get more taxes from you. Your country's in $40 trillion of debt. You know, it's not a great feeling. Let's just say that. Crystal Guardians. So if you ever feel like I sound kind of gripey or the internet sounds kind of gripey, it's because America is in decline for the quality, the standard of living that we used to have. And there doesn't seem to be a solution in sight. Nobody has the right attitude about, you know, maybe working harder. The politicians seem kind of corrupt. And, yeah. Ooh, okay, so here's a first edition gem that's unmarked. That's interesting. Ah, unlimited jungle. So let's open up this one, or what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the short crimp or the long crimp? We got short crimp and long crimp. Either way, this guy's got to go into a better holder. What's the total value of all those packs? There we go. You priced up the Pikachu for 30, but I haven't seen if someone picked it up. Oh, you mean the PSA 9? No, that one's gone. Somebody did buy that. That was bought almost immediately. Yeah, the PSA 9 is gone. Long crimp. Long and strong. You got it. Long crimps seem a little interesting, don't they? So long crimp jungle pack shall be the next break. And we shall go ahead and order a fresh jungle pack to replace it. Oh, that looks nice. Good. We're almost done pulling the rest of these out. So not all of these have the, here's another unlimited jungle pack. See, I knew they'd be in here. I was wondering where they'd be. Is that all of it? That's all of it. Is that enough? I don't know. How much do you guys think this is worth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, this is kind of, see how that's sliding? It's got to have one of these in it. It's got to have one of these. All right, let's do it. First edition Gem Heroes. Now you just need to buy a CT scanner, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got a Aquapolis pack. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25. 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That's already 34 packs. 35, 36. So that's like one whole box worth, like a booster box. That's 36 packs right there. Damn, bro. And then right over here, we've got 1, 2, 3. Look at this, man. That's pricey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pricey too. 11, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 36 and 26 packs together, whatever that adds up to, 60 something. Over $10,000 in packs? Yeah, I'd probably say so. I think it's probably over 10K. All right. Now, where can I put this? That's the next question. I guess right here. Oops. Knocked over some exercise equipment. Oh, gotta be careful while I'm walking. I like both of these packs for future breaks. I think I want to do the Sandstorm pack right after. All right. Okay, let's grab this holder right here. Mr.'s a bazillionaire. I'm very lucky. I risked it all on Pokemon. I really did. Pokemon could have declined year after year. And maybe Bitcoin could have gone to the moon. Right? That's what could have happened. That's not what happened. Bitcoin could be at like 200,000 right now. And Pokemon could have declined for a third year. Because it declined between the years 2023 and 2024. It declined a lot. So what could have happened is I could have all this Pokemon product instead of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin could have gone to the literal moon. And all this Pokemon that I'm sitting on could have declined further from where from where it was at. This also, by the way, would have led to fewer sales too, because people would look at it and be like, I don't want to waste my money, you know? So I am lucky. I'm lucky, but it was also, that was what I was expecting to happen. So I guess in some ways you could say I was right. Jungle Booster. I was lucky, but I was also right. I said, you know, I think it's Pokemon. I think Pokemon's going to do the best. I didn't accidentally buy a bunch of Pokemon, is what I'm saying, you know. Just put in an order for OP13. Oh, yeah, good. So first what we're doing is I'm going to snatch a jungle pack because it's going to replace this one that we're going to open. All right, let's see. Scooby-Doo-Doo. Mr. Why is that Pikachu on the table 100? I thought it's not for sale. Oh, yeah, I would... Right, he's supposed to go into the live customs. My bad. He's going into the live custies. I must have slid him over or something. There we go. All right, and now a price. Are you ready? Divided by... How many cards are in here? Is it 11 in the Japanese? All right, it's 11. Okay, cool. Good. 11 is better than 10. So this is pretty affordable. It's going to be 37. That's cheaper than the rocket pack we just opened. That's cool because you could pull out Jungle Pikachu, and he's just going for crazy amounts of money right now. All right, that's 37. Is that readable? Do I need to rewrite that? I think it's readable. Cool. XY Breakthrough and the Jungle Pack. Cool. I've had more in Pokemon than crypto. Now, I do believe I added this Pikachu, didn't I? Yeah, Pikachu Taruka. Well, you know, maybe I should have more than just Pikachu Taruka on this. Maybe I should say which Taruka. Let me write down which Taruka it is. Upside down. All right, so that in case later if I add like another Taruka Pikachu, but it's one of those, you know, like first place cards, we can do that. There we go. So, oh wait, this goes over here. And let's put him in the box. Cool, Taruka Pikachu's in the live customs where he belongs. So... let's see, refresh over here. I've made more in Pokemon than crypto. Was about to. There's a Lego PSP now. Lego PSP? What are you talking about? Didn't I hear that Lego was interested in making a Pokemon Lego Pokemon card? Is that right? Tyler Kirk says he'd like 5 of the OP13s. You got it, man. 5 OP13s. Oh, yes. What time is this? 2:20. Time for me to wrap up here, guys. We're wrapping up. This is the end of the stream. Mr. Tyler, good luck. Sent for my spot. Oh, yes. Sounding good. He should finish pretty fast because he's in a really affordable range. All right. Jungle, Sandstorm, both of those are cool. I also like Team Rocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ta-da! You did it! You got the Devil Wings girl. She's looking kind of spicy. Her hair looks like ramen noodles. Mr. Tyler, let's grab your bag. Okay. Tyler Kirk. New bag, Mr. Tyler. Grab this and this. Good. Okay, Tyler Kirk. And this shall say 4.26. Ta-da! Okay, thank you, Tyler. That's put away. Now we've got an order from Mr. Coding, I said Coding, Mr. Cody Sabring. 2 spots in the jungle break. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Almost the weekend again, guys. You guys got any special plans? We're getting closer to June out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Boy, once that warm water hits with the lake, wait a second. We don't put that there. We put that in here. Once that warm water hits the Lake of the Ozarks, it's playtime, man. We're tempted to buy Sea-Doos, too. We can't decide. We can either move to a new home, like in Las Vegas or something, which is kind of a faraway choice, or just settle into Missouri and buy some Sea-Doos. We live on the lake. We just go play on the lake. We don't have to leave. But man, that extra 5% in saved taxes is real tempting. All right, we have a Mr. Jeff Leon. What you got going on here, Mr. Jeffy Weffy? He wants a spot in the jumbo pack break. Oh yes, love the jumbo. Always a bit of fun. What did you do with the mold pack you opened last year? Oh, I literally never touched it. It's sitting on a shelf. There it is. A spot in the jungle. I'm very patient that way, if you didn't know that. I'm an extremely patient person. Jeff Leon. Like you guys, I still don't know what the cards inside were like. I never actually looked. How crazy is that? There we are, Jeff Leon. Thank you, Jeff. And custom payment for the Tyranitar mini spot. Oh, you're talking about the mega sublist, right? He's a big deal. This is a very big deal. This is one of the, I think one of the most holy grail mega break I've ever hosted. I mean, look at his Shining Tyranitar. It hardly gets better than that, does it, guys? That's true vintage and one of the most iconic cards from the Neo era. Thank you, Mr. Jeffy Weffy. So we are wrapping up, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go have lunch. I gotta go hang out with Karis for a minute. We are. Spend some time with her. Vegas is too hot. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Jeff then says he would like to try a whole bunch of things. So he wants a Fuji 2, Fuji Bunko 2. I still got Fuji 2, don't I? I think we're really low on it. That's Fuji 1. I think we have a lot of Fuji 1 left over, but not Fuji 2. Fuji 2 is almost gone. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. We have an enormous amount of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Fuji Bunko Volume 1, that would be the red hair girl. So I believe we do have a decent number of boxes of those left. And then finally, Y Sneak K First Edition. So Y Sneak K was actually just restocked. So this is... Oh, actually, these packs are from the previous case. So this would be very interesting if these had a signature in them, because we did not, you know, the case ended uneventfully. So these last couple of packs are actually from the previous case before we start the new case. Very interesting if there's a signature in them. All right, there we go. So, Mr. Jeff, I know I have not added a lot of Y sets to the menu in a long time. I wonder if there is, in your opinion, an absolute best new Y set to add to the menu. Toss this over here. Literally in the 80s right now. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, look. Oh! Jeff, I was just saying that it felt like the last case was suspiciously missing a signature. My gut told me that I felt that it needed another signature. And so I was looking at those packs going, well, these are the packs from the previous case before we open and start distributing the new case. Wow, now you're having a very good day. There you go. The odds of that, guys, must be so astronomically small. Wow, that is just unbelievable luck. Here's Fuji 1. All right, Fuji 1. People like this little red-haired girl, I guess. Here's this girl. Here's Sneaker 2. Okay, you got a little full art from the Sneaker 2. You got this non-holo, which might actually be worth grading. I don't know. If you could sell her for 75 bucks and a 10, isn't that worth grading? And she might go for more than that. Who knows? Let's see. And here is one holo coming out of Fuji Bunko 2, or whatever it's called. Honestly, didn't know. I just wanted one of each. Hey, man, lucky day for you. It was meant to be. It was destiny. All right. So, Jeff Leon, where are we storing your bag these days? I know you have like a box. We got like a box for you. Here is a very fat Jeff Leon bag. And I guess we can squeeze a little more in there. It's not a problem. You got something else in the top loader. What is it? Jellicent Altart? That's better than Charizard. All right. Jellicent. I remember when I saw Jellicent, I was like offended. I was like, how can Pokemon make such crappy cards? You got some junky hollows in there. If you ever want to trade those out for the trade break, this is the current trade break, everybody. It is Tag 9 Diamond Pearl Miltank. The trade break is almost always a junky card, and that's because you're trading your junk for my junk. That's it. That's why. Except my junk is graded and your junk is ungraded. So there's a little bit of a difference. All right. We're all done. So what do you think about the speech last night? He said some things I agreed with. So, for example, he talked about how Iran has been chanting death to America for 47 years. That's true. I grew up watching political news, and I remember feeling some stress and fear growing up where this Ayatollah guy would have a whole group of people, a big group of people, I guess his fans or something, right, in Iran, and they'd all be chanting, death to America, death to America, death to America. And you just can't have a guy who believes he talks to God, like he really believes that. He's doing God's will, and he's building intercontinental ballistics, and he's probably building a nuke, and he's chanting death to America, and he happens to also be shooting a lot of missiles into Israel and paying for terrorist networks. So you can't have all those things. You know, I think I could have gone either way on the war. Like, if we didn't go to war with them, I guess we would just see how it turns out. But we did go to war with them, and I don't feel that bad about it. The only thing I don't think America has a lot of spare money. We've got money issues, and I'm sad for the troops who died. 13 troops died, so I hate all those things. But it's like at the same time, this guy really does exist, and he's not the same as the North Korean leader to me. You know, Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, he's a secularist. He doesn't believe God's talking to him. He doesn't believe there's a holy land he has to take over. He doesn't believe in like some sort of holy war. And a lot of people have called this Israel's war, but they chant death to America. I view it as our war too. Like, you can't be calling us out that way. Death to us? No thanks. So again, they also killed 45,000 of their own people. Over time, they killed that many people. Anyone who tried to stand up to their regime, or, you know, imagine all the things they did if you didn't follow the religion correctly or something like that, right? So, yeah, I'm not sorry to see it go. And you know who else was not sorry to see it go? Their neighbors. Saudi Arabia is not a big fan of them. Qatar's not a big fan. UAE's not a big fan. And there's other states that look at them and go, oosh, that group's trying to get a nuclear bomb, and they're kind of really, really religious. You know what I mean? So I think it's sad that America had to do it by itself because no one was going to help no matter what. And I think Trump probably did it because he felt like he had maybe he felt he had enough like social backing by whatever, like the MAGA movement to do it. But, you know, I think he's bleeding allies. And I think that Americans don't love the war. And of course, there's a Democrat Party that wants to utterly crush Donald Trump. So it's a very tricky thing. But again, just look at it from a very rational, unpolitical point of view. You just can't have this guy saying the great beyond and then building nukes and bombs and actually using them too. He's using them. It's not a good situation. We could have gone after North Korea, by the way, before they reached the nuke, and we didn't do that either. But again, little Kim, he's a secularist. This guy's not a secularist. He really is a strongly religious figure who thinks God talks to him and has a divine will. He can't have a nuke, right? Like, let's just be clear-minded for a second. That guy can't be running around with the nuke. That would be nuts, dude. And he definitely was working on him. All right, totally agree. Iran would have used the nukes. I don't know if he even would have necessarily used them, but imagine having to negotiate with the nuclear Iran from that point on. So by the time they prove that they have them, now you got to do what they say. Because what if they do use them? You know, what if they say, we'll nuke Israel, we don't care, we'll kill all of them, they're our enemy. It says so right here in my book. And that's the real problem in all regards, right? Like, we can't have Israel saying the same thing, Israel needs to be a secular country. We have to be a secular country, and Iran has to be a secular country so that we can move on from religious barbarism into a prosperous future where we're not killing each other over some dusty old book from 2,000 years ago, you know? That's just how it has to be. People celebrated in Iran. They are happy with it. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of Iranians celebrated in the United States as well because they were escaping the oppressive religious regime. And they weren't originally that religious. It turned into a thing, you know. Mr. May Vizzy says, yes, educate them. Hey, what's up, Mr. MRP Revenge? How's it going, man? Let's see. So, yeah, it's a controversial thing. I hope that Trump is able to end it quickly. He says he wants to end it quickly. I think that's smart. He has to end it quickly. And he's definitely a bully and all that. But again, maybe he's our bully. I don't know what to say. Obviously, Iran's a bully if they're chanting death to you for 47 years. So it's like, again, I don't feel sorry for them, the leaders, not the people, the leaders. And I'm not feeling sorry that they never reached, you know, like a higher level of military capacity, right? The ability to shoot intercontinental missiles, which, by the way, we discovered they had them. You know how we discovered they had them in this war? Because they actually fired long-range missiles. They fired them. So we know that they're able to do it now. So they were hiding that. They weren't revealing that they had them. Yeah, it's a very frustrating and stressful thing, but from the looks of it, it seems like we already have a massive advantage, and it'll probably end soon. And again, even their Muslim neighbors like Saudi Arabia and UAE, they're happy this is finishing, that this is going on, because, you know, if there's like a military arms race, well, then they got to get armed too. They can't have Iran be way stronger than them. So the Crown Prince even talked about that in a speech. I listened to it once. He talked about how, you know, if they get a nuke, we got to get a nuke so that everything's in balance. And it's like, we don't want this. But Iran had those nuclear ambitions. I didn't see the speech, but I saw the TikTok summary you posted. Did you? Did you like that? I better be careful. I don't know if I can post that. Discord will get mad at me, huh? Anyways, I will be back on tonight for the late night stream. Not the late night stream, the evening stream. I used to call it the late night stream. I'll be back on for the evening stream where we're going to host lots more breaks. We've got this new jungle break. 2 spots already done. We've got this new lightning break. There's only 4 spots left in it. One person's already in. Both the Tyranitar and the Charizard moved today. So both of these moved today. This has 8 spots left. This has 10 spots left. You're going to see these wrap up probably in a week or 2. And then we have this jumbo pack break. It now has 2 people in it. So, you know, we're strolling along. We are the breaks channel as far as I can tell. We got live customs are strong. Poke shuffles are strong. Your choice of really great cards on the table. We got the trade break if you want to trade for something that doesn't even cost money. We are the breaks channel. And we got this nice free mark card. We're going to hand this out tonight, by the way, guys. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss that. And also these new cards for new buyers. So if you want to buy for the first time, let me know. We'll get you some free cards. So we'll keep that going on. And I haven't added a new card set to the menu in what feels like a while. Like most recently, we got Perfect Order. And I know there's some really good Pokemon card sets coming down the road. But I haven't added a lot of anything else to the channel in a while. And I probably need to change that. But I don't know. I feel like it's all about Pokemon right now. So we'll see how that goes. Did you get in trouble with Discord? That's a good question, Mike Side. Ask me in Discord. All right, see you later, guys.